From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Roz and Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, is this Danny?
Hey, good morning.
What's up, man? It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. This is the text that Danny wrote in, sent to us, Roz. Hey, Roz and Mocha, my fiance and I were having a discussion over sleepwear last night, which lasted way too long. We have a pretty good idea about who wears sleep shirts between Maury, Mocha, and Roz. Would love to hear your thoughts.
What is it? Like when you say a sleep shirt, do you mean like an actual sleep shirt, or do you mean just like a T-shirt that maybe you throw on before you go to bed, or the one that you were already wearing throughout the day?
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? So my fiance kind of has like a sleep outfit, so shorts and then like a dedicated shirt to go to sleep in, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then I just kind of whatever I'm wearing throughout the day is what I wear to sleep. So then I think you three guys maybe have like a mix of that.
Wait, stop. Danny, so are you saying the clothes that you wear throughout the day is exactly what you wear when you crawl into bed?
I wear PJ pants, but the shirt that I'm wearing throughout the day is usually what I wear to bed too. Is that weird?
Oh.
Why is that? Why is that? Ooh, Maury?
Because like you wore it all day. Like at least I change into a pajama shirt.
Yeah, but you can't say ooh when you're the type of person that wears the same boxers for 7 days straight.
Oh, no, that's also ooh.
Yeah, like you're saying ooh because he will crawl into bed wearing the same T-shirt he wore through the day, but you don't think it's gross that you take your underpants off that you wore all day, leave them by the side of the bed, and then wake up the next morning and put those same underpants back on.
They sort of air it out at the night.
That's not true at all. That doesn't happen.
So, okay, go ahead, Danny. So you're thinking about the Roz and Mocha Show and how each one of us dresses for bed. So let's start with your thoughts on Roz and what he wears to sleep.
We think Roz maybe he's a little like me. We think maybe Roz just goes to bed with whatever he's wearing that day, and then maybe Catherine gives him a little bit of grief, but he's like, yo, whatever, like it's fine.
Like tight pants and a T-shirt?
No. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to sleep in jeans. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, a wallet chain still on or off?
Okay. I haven't worn a wallet chain in years. Only because it broke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we think that more maybe similar to his underwear. Like he has one sleep T-shirt, but we think maybe he wears it the same one for like 2 months on end.
Right.
And maybe that's why Matthew doesn't kiss him at night.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the reasons.
Okay. And Mocha?
Mocha wears a different sleep outfit every single night because that's how Jenna likes it.
Wow. Okay, I will say this, and that is most nights I tried my best to sleep fully nude. Okay? Why are you groaning, man?
Like fully?
Okay, yeah, like fully nude. But however, the nights that I do wind up wearing something to bed, it will never be something on my bottoms. Ever, right? It'll only ever be a T-shirt if I think I'm going to have a sweaty night or if I'm just exhausted and I get too tired to get fully undressed. So if I do go to bed wearing anything, it will be the T-shirt that I had on before I went to bed.
Yeah, and just bare ass.
And just bare ass. So if I do go to bed, and when we're talking about like if we do wear something to bed, if I do wind up wearing something to bed, it will be the thing I was wearing throughout the day. It will be the T-shirt I was wearing throughout the day.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
For me, it's either just shorts or I have like super light PJ pants, no shirt.
Yeah.
Nothing. That's it.
Maury?
I wear, like, as soon as I get home, I change into my pajamas. My favorite thing to do.
How often do you cycle through a top?
The top, I'll wear the top for about a week, and then I'll change it.
Yeah.
And actually, Matthew's the one that sort of takes them off the floor and puts it in the laundry.
Off
and
the
then
floor.
I find
It's like you live in the friggin' dorm.
I know. You know what I mean?
No,
Now,
I
what about
leave
your
my-
pants?
When
What about your
when I
PJ
get ready
pants?
for work, I leave my pajamas are always in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right.
On the
Like-
floor?
On the floor in the
You
bathroom.
don't even fold them up and like put them like on the edge of the tub or anything?
No, it's my bathroom.
Yeah, with poo spores flying around in there.
Gross. All right, and what about your PJ pants?
The PJ, everything. Like he'll take the whole ensemble, put it in the
No,
laundry.
you 7 days as well, just like the shirt.
Yes. Well, grossly enough, sometimes you can smell them, and then I'll change them.
Wow. So you
like-
change your PJ pants
When they
a
smell
lot-
like sweat.
a lot quicker than you change your undies.
Yes.
Wow.
Look at this, the disgust
I
look
know.
on Shem's face.
Shem, what do you sleep in?
Oh man, I go topless and just shorts.
Shorts.
Yeah, always shorts.
Really?
Doesn't
Why?
doesn't matter the season.
Why
What do
though?
you mean
Why
by
not?
shorts,
Why not
though?
nude? You live alone. Why not nude? I don't understand that.
You know what? I always worry that somebody's going to attack me, and I never want to be attacked bottomless.
Yeah. See, I think
you'd
I
win
got a
that
well.
way.
Yeah, I think I got a better shot at winning a fight if I get attacked naked. To be honest with you,
Because nobody wants to fight a naked
right?
guy.
Yeah. Who wants to fight a naked guy?
That's
right. You know,
It's like you never punch a man wearing
Like
glasses.
my God, like you wear shorts. You look like you woke up for a fight. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be tired and getting whooped. If somebody breaks into your house and you're nude, maybe they might think twice.
So there you go, Danny. Hope that answered your question.
Oh, thanks so much. You guys are great. We've been listening for about 10, 11 years, and just keep doing it. And man, I just can't say enough about you guys.
My brother, thank you so much for sharing your time with us. Before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
It's listen.
Yo, Danny's so shook. It sounds like you were laying down in the bed and you just quickly sprung up and now you're sitting down thinking.
That's absolutely what I did. I was like laying down and I was sitting up. Because when I started, obviously it was Mocha, but then as you mature, you realize that Ross is the favorite. Ross is it.
So the older you get,
The older you get,
Yeah,
you
okay.
mature, and then you feel the same things that Ross feels throughout the day, and then you just understand
What, pain?
his disappointment with the world.
oh yeah,
Just be miserable and
Yeah.
grumpy all the time.
yeah. Yeah. The older you listen, I fully get that. I didn't think that I would ever become the guy. Okay, I never thought that I would become the guy who looks around and goes, "Ugh, everything sucks."
And here we are. Yo, Danny, much love, bro. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Maury, what is going on with your camera in there, man? I keep telling you this, bro.
What's wrong?
I can only I see the top of your head, dude. Like, how do you not know how to? Thank you. You were you're
Yeah, Maury and
you're
Shem
so bad at
That is not my
everything.
audition
Are in a-
for being a cameraman.
are in another
God,
studio
man.
than where Roz and I are. And the lighting in Maury's studio,
just
or where
awful.
Maury stands, is so weird.
Why is it that lighting
Why
anywhere
are you-
I go is bad?
Why are your nipples so hard right now?
I know.
I had a
I
sandwich.
sit here and you had a sandwich, so your nipples get hard. I don't know. Is that like some sort of weird thing?
What kind of sandwich? Yo, Shem, does this smell in there?
Oh no! You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you? Maury already told me what he had today.
What?
How many smoked salmon sandwiches have you had today, Maury?
Oh, now I'm at 4.
4.
Ew.
4
That is so gross.
smoked salmon starts your day.
Wait, like a full sandwich?
No, party sandwiches.
What do you
Like
mean?
we all know what that means.
What do you mean,
The
party
ones
sandwich?
like cocktails, like high tea sandwiches. They're like the thinly, the
Oh,
little,
okay.
like these things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like little finger sandwiches.
Yeah.
Why don't you call them finger sandwiches? That's what they're called.
Oh, no, they're called party sandwiches.
No, they're not. A party sandwich is one big giant long thing.
This is a long giant thing.
No,
It's not. That's a tiny little thing.
Yeah.
A party sandwich is like what
You're
you
talking
put
like-
on the dining room table and you cut into 26.
Uh-huh.
Oh, like this is like what I'm used to.
20
where they-
inches
sometimes they come
Of
rolled
bread
up.
and meat.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah. That's tiny.
This one's tuna.
Don't eat it now. Oh my God.
Hold on. Did you bring
bro.
like a seafood spread today? First it was
Bro.
salmon, now it's tuna?
Bro.
Oh, and then the other one's egg.
Did you
Did
you make all that?
No, I bought no.
Oh.
You can't show up to work, Maury, okay, with smoked salmon, tuna, and egg salad sandwiches.
But I brought one for Shem. I brought him Montreal smoked meat.
Mine's tightly wrapped up. You can't smell it at all.
Yeah.
His is out in the open.
Who brings to the office
Yeah, I know.
smoked salmon, tuna, and egg salad?
Terrorists.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do not want to know what it smells like. And in that studio, you guys have the door closed.
And the heat is up.
Just humming in there. Just humming.
Wow. David Moore with the
Okay.
bad disrespect.
Okay.
That is the worst. Gross.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Podcast.
Every now and then you flip through social media and you see celebrities who are endorsing products that they're contractually obligated to do. Remember when Jay-Z signed up for Instagram just to promote that movie?
Yeah.
And then he dipped?
And he was like, later.
That was a contractual obligation. Part of that deal was we need one social post from you to pay you X amount of dollars. So he's like, fine, I'll just join Instagram, get a couple million followers, one post, and then I'm done. That's what that was. So Doja Cat's in that situation right now. And I'm guessing that somebody in Doja Cat's camp got her in the position that she is in now, and she is pissed.
Really?
So she has a deal, because I guess this goes back to the Super Bowl. So she has a deal with Taco Bell.
Okay.
And part of that deal, I guess, required a social post.
Yeah.
And what somebody negotiated, which it really seems like it was on Doja Cat's behalf and that she was not fully involved in, was doing an original Taco Bell jingle for TikTok.
Okay.
And so
She's not down.
So Doja Cat wrote on TikTok, she goes, keep this a secret. I'm trying not to do it, so I'm going to make it terrible on purpose. Also, she wrote, somebody is getting cussed out. So this is Doja Cat explaining that she has to do a jingle for Taco Bell.
Look, y'all, I just woke up, and I'm aware that I look like this. So that's settled. The next thing is, I got to do this. You got to be quiet, though. You can't tell anybody that I told you this. I got to do this TikTok where I do and everybody keeps calling it a jingle. It's for Taco Bell, and I gotta just jingle. By the way, I banned that word within my team, jingle. We're not allowed to say that. But I have to do a jingle. They want me to rap about Mexican pizza. So I just want to give you a heads up before you see that Just know, it's contractual. Shh. I know it's bad.
Okay.
First of all, if I'm Taco Bell, I'm pissed right now, right?
Isn't that like a breach of their contract already?
I think that's what she may be trying to do that, yeah.
Just on the client?
But of course, this is going to get them more views than had she just done a regular Taco Bell jingle. So who wins out of that one? So her second video that she posted was, in fact, the Taco Bell jingle with the headline, God Help Us All. So this is Doja Cat.
Hi. I made a song about Mexican pizza because I love it so much. I wish that Taco Bell didn't discontinue it a year ago. And this led me to this monstrosity of a beat that I just made. And I wrote a verse. And I hope you like it. And if you don't, I understand.
Oh,
so
no.
let's go. Yeah. I got beans. I need meat. I need a shell with the sauce and cheese. Give you hell if you cross me. We bout to throw hands if you want try me. This ain't been new. I will end you if you ever dare to go discontinued. I don't share when I read from menu. Y'all want everything I eat. I've been through. Yes, I eat. I like my pizza but refried beans. Read my ad. Search YouTube. This ain't even Mexican food. But I don't care when the clock hits 2 a.m. p.m. if that is your mood. Mexican pizza is the pizza for you and me. Mexican pizza is the pizza. Yeah.
Yo, even though Doja Cat says she's trying to make a trash song, she did pretty good. That's pretty fire.
Really good.
Right?
I'd have a Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. Advertising works on me.
I'm telling you. This did exactly, it was the exact thing that she did not want to do.
Yeah.
And it was,
For you and me.
and it worked perfectly.
Mexican pizza is the pizza.
Right?
Do you, Doja
She's
Cat?
so pissed off.
I know.
She's
Someone's getting fired, right?
Bro, our audience flipped out because the inspiration for Doja Cat's Mexican pizza song, Taco Bell song, was actually from SpongeBob. So listen to this clip.
real?
Yeah, listen to this
Really?
clip from SpongeBob. Listen.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza.
And my feet are killing me.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Oh my God.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for delivery. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza very tasty.
Oh my! Hold
So,
on a second.
yeah.
So did Doja Cat do this on purpose because she knows that Taco Bell will most likely not be able to use the jingle without paying the SpongeBob people?
No, this was, I'm guessing this was only on a TikTok sort of thing. But she may have done it so it got pulled for copyright. But, I mean, you change the lyrics, it's parody. Nobody's going to pull that in America. But that's the inspiration.
But I don't care when the clock hits 2 a.m. p.m. if that is your mood. Mexican pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Yes, man, this is good. This is fire. I like it.
Mexican pizza is the pizza. Yeah.
Right?
I'm about to hit up Taco Bell.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
I want to go back to yesterday when we were talking about Doja Cat, and she was like super pissed that somebody on her team got her hooked up in some sort of a deal with Taco Bell.
She knew the deal. She did the Super Bowl commercial.
Right.
She just didn't know.
But she
this
didn't know
was part of it,
the
I
parameters of the rest of the deal, which was to come up with a jingle, which she hates the word jingle and hated the fact that she had to come up with a jingle for this new Taco Bell song. But because contracts were signed, agreements were made, Taco Bell's expecting her to do this song for TikTok. She ended up doing it.
Yeah, and Taco Bell really won yesterday.
And big time, because everyone, even though she didn't want to do it, and she like half-assed the song, but it actually sounded pretty lit.
It's super lit, man.
Right? She still went ahead with it.
From SpongeBob SquarePants,
And
right?
the inspiration, I was just going to say, yes, is from an episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah, I got beans, I need meat. I need a shell with the sauce and cheese. Give you hell if you cross me, we bout to throw hands if you want try me. This ain't been new, I will end you if you ever dare to go discontinued. I don't share when I read from menu. Y'all want everything I eat, I've been through. Yes, I eat. I like my pizza but refried beans. Peep my ad, search YouTube. This ain't even Mexican food, but I don't care when the clock hits 2 a.m. p.m. if that is your mood. Mexican pizza is the pizza for you and me. Mexican pizza is the pizza. Yeah.
Even though she didn't want to do it.
Nine.
Like, she turned it into a hype song.
She sure did.
So I get this text from Shem yesterday being like, with the words, it's just 2 words, right?
Yeah.
And goes, I'm inspired.
Oh, no.
And I was like, by what? And he said,
no.
2 more words, Doja Cat.
Oh, no.
And then I said, explain. And then all he did was send me the instrumental to that song. So what the hell, Shem?
Well, I'm a big roti fan. One of the best roti spots in the city. It's Mona's Roti in Scarborough.
Yes.
Shout out to Scarborough.
Big up Mona's. Big up Mona's. Love Mona's Roti.
They never asked me to do this, but as you said, I'm inspired by Doja Cat, so I decided to write my own jingle for Mona's Roti, if you don't mind playing the instrumental, Mocha.
Oh, yes.
Please. Yes. I'm hungry. Here we go. I eat, yes I eat, curry chicken and curry beef. When I'm hungry, it is my treat. Eat so much that I fall asleep. All the workers, they are friendly and they love me. Hello, Julie. She's a big fan of the show. What I order, she already knows. Yes, I eat. Mona's Roti, it can't be beat. Lineups up and down the street. All of the best food is in the East. There is no doubt, don't you know? One of the best spots in Scarborough. Mona's Roti is the roti for you and me. Yummy. Mona's Roti is the roti. Yeah.
You can really
do that about anything you love. Maury, you want to do the Grinder version right now or no?
I was going to do it for United Bakers Jewish Restaurant.
United Bakers Jewish Restaurant. There we go. My God, that was great, Shem.
You sure you want to do the Grinder version, Maury?
Grinder.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hello?
Hello? Are you there, Maury?
I can hear you.
Okay. So we have in the room when we do this show, right? So you and I are together, right? Shem and Maury are together.
Well,
And
like when you say together, you're not together.
well, you guys are together. And then Deepa is in her own space. And we all see each other on like a Zoom meeting, right? And my rule is just keep your damn camera on because I like to see everybody's face and it makes everything easier. And whenever Maury turns his camera off, I always yell at him, right? I'm like, turn your damn camera back on because I need to know that you're not pissy or you're not whatever else, right? I need to know that you're there and I can get a hold of you anytime I need to get a hold of you, right?
Yeah, fair.
So Maury's so terrified that he's going to get yelled at. Not that I yell. So I get this message. Maury's camera just turned off, right? Right before we went on. And he disappeared. And immediately my blood starts boiling.
See?
Okay?
See?
Right?
See?
Immediately my blood starts boiling. And then I get a text. My phone buzzes and I get a text.
Oh, here we go.
And it's from Maury. And he wrote this. Turning my camera off to wet my nose sides. Don't want you to accuse me of anything. What in the hell is wetting your nose sides?
So I felt dry here. So I lick my finger.
Ew, oh my God.
And then I rub the sides of my nose
That's
to
so gross.
re-moisten my nose.
Ew.
You sanitize your hands first, or you just go for it?
Oh, well.
Okay, show me. Look, now that you have your camera on, show me what you do to the camera.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So I go like this.
Because you licked both your middle fingers.
And then I rub the sides of my nose.
Like you're moisturizing.
Like you're moisturizing.
Yeah.
But why don't you just use lotion?
I don't have any, and I want to just make my nose feel alive again.
Bro, you can ask me, I got lotion.
That's the reason we put you two together.
Wait a minute. But Maury, how many times have you said on this show, like you've gone through your moisturizing routine, right? You moisturize in the evening and before you come into work
And
every single day.
And I absolutely
So how is your
did.
nose or as you call it, your nose sides, drying out so quickly?
It's a great question. I don't know if it's the cold from the winter or something, or the pita chips I had were over salty, but
Stop putting your hand in a bag of pita chips and then rubbing your face, man.
See,
you know what
this is the
salt
thing.
does to skin?
Well, I do
It's
now.
not good. You're all dried out. You're all flaky.
No, my nose sides are really flaky.
My nose. How much spit do you put on those fingers before you rub them on your nose?
2 licks.
Ew.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Mary. How are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
I'm great. I need some amazing advice from my 2 favorite animal lovers, Roz and Mocha.
Oh, okay. So here's what you wrote us. Hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. My mom died on February 8th. And my dear beloved cockapoo, Zoe, was put down almost 16 years. That's how old she was on February 16th. This grieving process is so bad. I would love to get another dog. I'm a big animal lover, and my husband, not so much. When I see a dog, my heart just melts. Do you think it is the right time to get a new dog? I feel it would help me heal.
Great. Yeah.
I think the obvious answer here is yes.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, when you lose, we can talk about your mom in a second because that's a whole different thing. But when you lose an animal or a person for that matter, right? The thing that you're left with. We had a cat that died. And she was young. She was maybe 2, and this is about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. We had a cat that died, and it was heartbreaking. It broke my kid's heart, and Catherine was crushed, and we loved that stupid little thing so much. And when Coco died, we went looking for another cat immediately. And I'll tell you why. Because when a dog dies or a cat dies, and for a lot of it, when you lose a loved one, like a person, the thing that you notice, right, them not being around hurts, and you remember the good times, and you start worrying that you're going to forget, the important things about them and all this stuff. But what you really feel in your day-to-day life is the sort of empty space that they once occupied. right? And so that's what it was when we lost our cat, which was there was just an energy missing from the house.
Yeah.
There was this sort of chaotic energy that always made you smile. It always made you laugh. It gave you something to think about. It gave us something to talk about. And that was just gone. There was just this empty space that this wonderful thing occupied. And so we just decided to fill it. And we went and we found another dumb kitten that is far more psycho than the one that we lost. and we sort of filled that space. And it doesn't mean you love the thing any less. Okay, it doesn't mean moving on super quick after you lose, a dog with another dog. It doesn't mean you didn't love your dog.
Mary, are you feeling a little bit guilty for wanting to get another dog so quickly?
It's not that. It's just that I think my family feels like I should grieve and give it some time. And my husband feels like we were helping out with my mom and everything, that we just need some time in regards to getting another dog.
Right. But if you think that this might be part of your healing process to have another pet, another dog in the home, then why not? Like, you have all this love in your heart to give, and you want another dog. You said here, like, you feel like it would help you heal, then why not go through that healing process with a new pup?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Me too.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think you should.
It's life changing, and
it is. They're just so. Even when I always was listening to you guys in the morning, and it was funny, and Zoe would always be there. It was like such a. It's actually, I mean, sometimes when people die, it's terrible. But if they're sick, then it's for a reason, But with the dog, it's a lot of people have said it's just such a big void.
And everybody grieves differently, okay? And you don't want anybody to try and convince you that you wanting to get a dog is nothing more than a distraction, something to keep you from going through the grieving process, because everybody grieves differently, and sometimes distractions are beneficial.
Right. Especially with my mom. Like, I think what was hard is that she died on the 8th, and then a week later the dog. So it was just like double.
Crushing.
It was just so overwhelming.
Yeah, you're going through a lot.
Yeah, it's really. So now it's just like trying to find something to give you hope.
Of course.
Yeah.
And listen, you bring another, especially if you're going to get, start from the beginning with a puppy, you're going to get that little puppy energy, and that little dog is going to keep you so busy, but also fill your life with a little bit of joy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. All for it.
Mm-hmm, me too.
All right. Tell my husband that then.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to convince him some more.
Yeah. And I think that, if you and your husband have a great relationship, as it sounds like you do, all you really just got to say is that, you need this.
Yeah. Well, he says that,
help.
He would get it for me right away, but he thinks it wouldn't solve the problem. That's what he feels sometimes. And I'm thinking, well, I think it does help,
Yeah. No, I think you're going to be okay, hon. You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
All for it.
Go for it. Okay.
Okay, love.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
day, Mary.
Thank you.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Very hard things, Roz and Mocha's very hard things.
Yes.
This very hard thing has been in existence for almost 3 months now.
Yeah, it's been hard for 3 months.
And damn it, still don't know what to do with it.
So I gave the damn it something real hard for Christmas. Shut up, Mark.
Josh.
What's the matter with you?
Grow up, man.
And it was a lock box, a combination lock, a word combination lock. And inside was $100 with a ribbon attached to it, wrapped around it. And all they had to do to get the $100 was solve the word puzzle to open it. And it's a tumbler, so it works like a combination lock. There's all the letters, and you just put them in the correct order. And when you get the right word, the box just slides open, and then you get the $100.
Easy.
And the clue was, you can be one, you can become one, you can have one. That's the clue. I think is a pretty good clue.
Yeah.
But we are now going on almost 3 months. I gave this to Maury the week before Christmas. So we're almost at 3 months now since they've been trying this. and still have not been able to get in.
And we're getting a lot of people texting in. But I'm not going to read any of the words that people are texting because I don't want to give any ideas.
No,
to the
of course
Dammits,
not.
right? But some of the words that the Dammits have tried include loved, parent, alibi, Jewish.
Mm-hmm. A-hole, which is 7 letters. It's 6 letters, by the way.
Lemon, they've tried. They've even tried damn it.
So, again, the clue is you can be one, you can become one, you can have one. And you put lemon?
You can have a lemon.
Yeah.
You can become a lemon.
Right.
And what's the other one?
also more. Spell lemon.
Lemon.
How many letters is that?
Lemon. 5.
Yeah. How long were you working on lemon for in a 6-letter puzzle? That is not a good use of time.
Dude, have you tried lemons?
Oh.
Let me write that down.
Here we go.
Okay, so attempt number 3, I guess. And damn it, Maury interrupted. Damn it, Matthew. Doing a precious time in Matthew's day to try to figure out this lockbox.
No, I'm in the bathroom, so you don't come in here when I'm in the bathroom with a closed door.
Can we try some more words on the lockbox?
He closes the door in his face.
Now an okay time?
And he goes back in.
Oh my god.
We have to try the lockbox again.
Are you kidding me? Does it look like it's an okay time now?
Yes, it does. You're in the bath. You have a moment.
Can you please leave me alone? I come here for peace.
Let's try 3 words.
Off.
What about friend?
It's not friend. I bet you it's nothing. I bet you there's nothing in there. That whole thing is a farce and you can't even open it.
Let's try friend. Is it I? F-R-I?
Mm-hmm.
It's not friend.
You know what? Gift this back. Wrap it and give it to him for Christmas next year.
Good, he knows the answer. Okay, so remember the thing? It's...
No.
You can be one, you can become one, you can have one. How is it not
one,
friend?
Become one and you can have one. Yeah, how is it not friend?
Is it loaded up?
I don't know. I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't even see right now. Parent?
Parent.
What if he made it parent? Because we're parents. Like P-A-W.
We tried that one.
I don't remember. What if we got it, but the machine isn't, like we're not align. What if we got the word, but it's not aligning properly?
It can't be parent.
Why? P-A-W.
Mm-hmm.
R-E-N-T.
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
He's so bored.
Like
K-W-R-E-N-T.
That's too many letters.
Oh.
Hated.
O-L-D-E-R.
Older? That's too short of a word.
It's 5.
It's 4.
No, it's not. O-L-D-E-R. 5.
This is 6 letters.
You told me it was 5.
Well, I miscounted.
Oh my god. Why am I hearing a phone ringing? Like, that's how thin the walls are. I could hear the phone ring from the other side. A winner. W-I-N-N-E-R. That's 6. Because we're winners for opening it. Maybe he's trying to be, like, clever.
W-I-N-N-E-R.
How about famous? You can be famous for 15 minutes, you become 15, maybe he's doing an Andy Warhol quote thing. F-A-M-O-U-S. It fits. O-U-S.
It's not famous. We'll try again later.
Okay.
So that was it. Still didn't get it.
No.
Oh,
No.
for God's sake.
Yeah, Matthew, big revelation.
It fits.
Roz and Mocha's very, very hard things.
Hey, let me play this sleep expert talking about the perfect amount of time for a nap. Who naps here? More, we know you nap.
I do every day.
Yeah. What are you eating right now?
Salami.
Of course. Just salami?
No, salami, cheese, and little sticks of bread.
Okay. Shem, do you nap?
No, I don't really get any time to do so.
Okay.
I mean, I'm way too busy to nap.
I used to nap. I don't anymore.
Yes.
But when I did nap, it was no more than anywhere between an hour and a half. No longer than an hour and a half, because then I'd be done for the rest of the day.
You wake up and you feel gross.
Yeah.
But I do Roz's trick now before a nap, where I have like a coffee and then go to sleep.
Yeah. That always works for me, man. It always works for me. I wake up feeling dynamite.
Yeah.
If I need to take a nap, I'll down a coffee right before I fall asleep, and I wake up caffeinated, and there's no grogginess, there's no nothing.
You said there's a name for that,
right? Yeah, it's called a coffee nap.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, Maury. It's a coffee right before a nap.
It's like your meal right now is just called salami.
Exactly. Yes. Salami.
So what's his doctor saying? Don't take naps or something?
No.
Oh.
What the perfect amount of time is for a nap. So listen to this guy.
There's good napping and there's bad napping. When you wake up after a nap and you feel like you just got hit by a truck, it's because what has happened is you started to build what's called sleep inertia. So once you start sleeping, after you get past a certain point, your brain gets into the mode that thinks, oh, we're doing this for the next 8 hours. And if you interrupt it after it's gotten past that point, it's sort of a rude awakening. That's why when you nap, you should actually nap either a very short nap, 20 or 30 minutes, or setting an alarm for a 90-minute nap. A 90-minute nap is enough time for you to go through an entire sleep cycle. Not long enough for you to build a lot of sleep inertia, but enough time for you to actually get some of the benefits of sleeping.
Oh,
90
that
minutes.
totally makes sense.
That's
what
the number.
I could never, like, I know people who do like the 20, 30-minute quick naps.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No.
It's at that point where I wake up feeling groggy. As
Really?
well, because my body hasn't like reached that moment of like sleep.
Right.
Right? Like that 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah. It doesn't do you any good?
You sleep.
No.
Roz, you sleep in like your dressing room at ET Canada for like 10 minutes sometimes.
I
right?
have, yeah.
And I've
for
watched
sure.
you sleep on like a couch at a photo shoot.
What are you talking about? Don't bring up watching me sleep. Why do you even carry that memory with you? Like, how long ago was that?
Like 5-6 years ago.
Why carry that memory
I
around
don't even
with
know
you?
that when that happened.
We were at a Razamoka commercial, and he was up, in the dressing room or whatever, sleeping on the couch.
So many details.
Wow.
What did you eat that day?
Salami.
Yeah, exactly.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I almost went ass over everything last night on my sidewalk outside.
Oh, did you guys get snow where you are?
No, it wasn't snow. It
Ice.
was rain, and then like freezing rain, and then it just all froze the sidewalk. Like if you came up behind me and like put your hands on my butt, on my back.
Yeah. No, you heard right, Shem. Don't worry.
No, that's not what I said, man.
Hey, man,
Okay,
listen.
shush.
No judgment here,
Okay,
bro.
and you gave me like a little bump, like a push, right? I would have just gone to the end of the street. Like
Yeah.
it was just one sheet of ice.
So in our neighborhood,
One
'cause I
sheet of
live
ice.
north of the city,
Yeah.
we got a little bit of rain and then freezing rain and then hail. And then it turned into snow.
Really?
So when I get home, like if the sun doesn't come out and like hit the driveway by the time I get home,
Yeah.
I have to shovel.
Did you have to shovel yesterday?
I'm gonna
Oh.
because it was still snowing yesterday.
Oh,
by
you
the time
got
I
that
went to
much
bed.
snow. Oh, we didn't get any
So I
snow.
gotta shovel when I get home.
Yeah. Oh, no,
Like
we
when I
didn't.
pulled out of the driveway today.
We saw somebody go flying, but we laughed and walked away.
What do you mean fly? Like, okay, when you say
it was at a
flying-
dog park, and it's like fake grass, so it's like slippery fake grass.
Oh, I got you.
And he
I
was
got you.
dancing in front of his dog.
Yeah.
And that it was like one of those I wish I was filming it moments. Like he was dancing in front of his dog, and while dancing, he went flying, feet up in the air, landing on his back. And Matthew started walking away. I'm like, should we say something?
Do
And he's
people
like,
do
no,
that?
I
They-
can't.
They
I'm
dance.
laughing.
They dance for their dogs. Like we've now become humans that perform for the dog, as
I guess it
opposed
was
to
like,
the other way
you know,
around.
get their
But it's a dog-
attention kind of thing.
It's a
You're
dog
gonna-
park. Shouldn't the dog be like
It's not
running
a
around?
dog park.
No, it's not. It's just a regular
like a
park.
football
regular.
field.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But we perform for the animals now. The animals don't. I guess we're not allowed to, huh?
Well, you gotta
Ever since-
entertain your animal.
Ever since attitudes changed towards having a monkey ride a pony, we're not allowed to do that anymore, right? Now we have to perform for the animals. What kind of
it's for
dance was he? What kind of dance was he doing?
Like a two-step?
Is it? Oh, was it all for TikTok? You think? Like
no,
it's
he
all-
wasn't filming.
oh,
No, I was saying it would have gone viral on TikTok.
Oh, so he fell, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And how far away were you guys from where he was?
Oh, like an arm's length.
Yeah. An
Oh, like
arm's
right-
length?
so right-
That's
but-
too close.
So this
And
man
Matthew
fell
started
right beside you
walking.
guys?
Yeah. And Matthew was like, and I'm like, should we say something? He's like, no, we need to keep walking.
No,
I'm laughing
you just
right
walk.
now.
You just walk.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. See, if I were in that
No.
situation, I would have been like, hey, man,
You
are
were
you okay?
dancing,
No,
dude.
no. Listen,
No,
we-
but at least ask. Like,
Nope.
did you as you guys were walking away? Did you at least like turn around to see if
No,
he
I
had gotten
asked
up?
Matthew, should I say something? He's like, no, we need to go.
No. But as you were walking away, did you turn to see if he had gotten up?
No.
Okay.
What if he's still laying there?
I am with Frozen.
Poor guy.
Yeah, dogs like dance, MFer. I am sort of with you. The one, you know me. I don't like when somebody springs into action where they're like, it's hero time. I hate it.
You just asked us to put our hand on your butt.
I was on an escalator, okay, and the person like walking in front of me had two bags in their hands. And they tripped over that last stair and they fell right on the ground.
Yeah.
And I was behind them and I kept on walking.
You walked over them?
Walked right
Did you
past
step over
them.
them?
No. There was
Walk
enough
past?
room. There was enough room where I didn't have to actually like physically avoid them.
Okay, hold on.
I just emotionally avoided
so
them.
you didn't walk over. Did you walk over their bags?
No, because they kind of went off to the side.
Were
right?
you the
So
first
I
person,
had the, I
or
was
is there
the
somebody
thing.
in front of you?
I was the first person.
Then you should have helped them out.
Nope.
You should have
I
asked
kept
if they were
walking. I kept
okay.
walking. They shot right up.
Yeah.
Right. Grabbed their bags and kept on walking because in a moment like that,
Yeah.
the only thing you hope they were fine. They weren't. There was no screaming. There was no injury. They hit the deck, immediately shot up. Okay. So in a moment like that, when you are that person who falls, the only thing that you hope for is one, nobody's going to come and make a big deal out of this. And hopefully maybe nobody actually saw you do that. What that person doesn't need are a bunch of mall heroes. Oh my God, are you okay?
I'm not
They
saying to
don't
be that
need
mall hero.
Nobody wants to be, nobody
That's where I
wants a
disagree
hero.
with you.
Nobody
I
wants
think
a hero.
escalator person should have gotten help. I think dancing in the park should not.
No.
Nope.
I think
nobody wants a hero.
I think as an acknowledgement for both you, Roz, and Maury and Matthew, should have at least turned to the person and said, "Hey, are you okay?"
No, but there's the difference is in Matthew's
You can
defense,
tell they're
if you're
fine.
laughing, you cannot ask if they're okay because you're mid-laugh.
Oh, listen. What are you going to do about that? But no, nobody wants that hero. If they're fine, you can tell when somebody's fine and when somebody's
Absolutely.
not fine.
I just think it's a polite thing to do. To
but
say,
obviously
hey.
they're fine. Obviously they are, right? And what are they going to do? Oh my God! You know what? I actually did hurt my ankle a little. Like, what do you want them to say? You just want to go, are you okay? And the only answer that's acceptable to you at that point is if they look at you and go, yeah, man. Because if they say anything else, you will regret it.
No, you want, yeah, man, thank you for asking.
No,
you want the thank you.
No,
though.
you don't. No, you don't. Because if they say anything
I
else,
just
you're
think
going to
it's
regret
polite.
it. You will regret it. What if they went like this? Oh, yeah, actually, no, man. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to be able to drive myself home. I hurt my ankle.
I'm like, yo, you got a phone with Uber on it?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden now you're involved, right?
I'm not.
No. Yes, you
I'm
are.
not turning into your Lyft driver.
Yes, well, that you offered. You offered.
Okay, what if the person fell from the escalator?
So where
and
does
then
your help
you
start
didn't help,
and end
and
then?
they're now
You'll
Roz
help me up, but
Weston
you
didn't
won't help me home?
Yes.
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
People are thinking that Shem's cheating at Wordle.
Oh, damn.
What?
Who thinks that?
What? I don't know. People in our group chat.
Oh, wait, yeah, no, me. Yo, I will say, out of
Hey, Shem, pull up your stats for me for a second.
Yeah, man.
Roz, damn it, Maury, Shem, all play Wordle. I do not, but I get great enjoyment when each of you post your results, your stats,
Yes,
right?
so do I.
And
I quite love it.
I would say the ranking, Shem is number one, like goes top tier because he solves his usually in 2 or 3. And today you solved yours in 2, Shem.
I did. Okay, Shem, read out your stats.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Pull it up 1 second.
I think we've all established too that damn Maury cheats.
I think, but I don't know if Dammit Maury knows how to cheat at Wordle.
Do you know how to cheat at Wordle, Maury?
Well, you can always Google like 5-letter words starting with R.
Okay, point proven.
Okay, that is Maury, that is a very laborious way to cheat at Wordle.
Yeah.
Like
for somebody who says he doesn't,
that
you can
is-
always do this.
Maury, do you understand how long that would take you if that was the way you chose to cheat at Wordle by starting with like not even knowing. So you're like, okay, 5-letter words starting with R until you get it. You only get 6 tries. Is that why you never get them?
No, I mean, I always start with sort of like the same.
What's your first word? Do you start with the same word all the time?
The last 3 I've started with drugs.
Amazing.
That's actually not a bad first word. What are your stats, Maury? Go to your stats.
So stats 52 played.
52 played. And how many did you get in the first guess?
0.
How many did you get in the second guess?
0.
How many did you get in the third guess?
0.
How many did you get in the fourth guess?
9.
How many did you get in the fifth?
10.
And the sixth?
10.
10. Okay.
That's
So
29.
so you are, what is your, so you've played how many times?
52.
52. And you, your win
Winning
percentage is?
58.
58.
Current,
Wow.
current streak, 1.
Okay.
Gotta start somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, baby. Right? It's a new day. Okay, Shem,
Yeah.
your stats. Okay.
I also 52 played.
52 played. You guys started at the same time.
Well, it's 52 weeks in the year.
And your streak is what,
Played
Shem?
daily.
Your streak is
my streak is 52.
52. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh,
that
wow.
seems normal to me. Okay, now we go to how many did you get in the first guess?
1.
One.
Wow.
How many did you get in the second guess?
37.
37. Okay, cheater. First of all, cheater. How many did you get? How many did you get in the third?
10.
Okay. Wow. How many did you get in the fourth?
1.
How many did you get in the fifth?
1.
How many did you get in the sixth?
And then 2 in the 6th.
So you get it in 2 more than anything
Shem!
else. Yeah. Okay. That's because Shem is a cheater according to some people. Right?
What are your stats? I didn't know because I don't play Wordle. I didn't know that you could break down stats like this.
Oh, yeah.
or that
They give it
show
to you.
all this
Yeah,
info.
yeah.
That's great.
What's your streak at right now, Maura?
My streak, 1.
1. Okay, cool. I forgot.
Hey.
Okay.
What's your? Let me hear your stats.
Okay, my stats are: I've had 1, I've got 0 times. 2, I've got twice. 3, I've got 8. 4, I've got 25. 5, I've got 3, and 6, I've got 3. So I'm a 4-row player, I would say.
Yeah.
Right. I've played 41 times. Current streak is 41.
What's your start word usually?
I've changed it over the.
Did you typically start with the same word?
Yeah, I used to. Before the New York Times took over, my first word was always steak. STEAK.
Okay.
Right? Because I figured those are some good consonants, gives me 2 vowels, everything else. And then I switch it up now. Now I sort of go through and I'm like, if it's going to be a B word, then I'll just do that. I sort of just start off with whatever I can with a hard consonant, with a good consonant. I rarely start with vowels. Maybe that's my problem because I don't generally think of words starting with vowels, but maybe I should.
There aren't that many.
Maybe I should. And your streak again, Maury, is?
1.
Hey!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You did not submit your Wordle today, Roz.
No. Oh, I'll do that right now. I still think Shem's cheating. Well, I shouldn't say that. People think Shem is cheating.
What people?
I shouldn't say that. Well, people in our group chat.
Haters.
People in our group chat.
Maury was the first one to submit today. He got it. Used all 6 attempts. Shem got it in 3.
Yeah.
I started with my usual word,
which was what?
Drugs.
Right.
Let me do this here. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
So while you do that, I'll read you this. Everybody else, according to a recent study, online searches for the answers to Wordle increased 196% since the New York Times acquired Wordle a couple of weeks ago. 196%.
Yeah.
But Maury been cheating since before that.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I will admit, no, let me, Mocha accused me. Let me defend myself.
Nobody's accusing you.
What is he doing then?
It's fact.
Oh. No, but allow me to say when it was fact.
Okay.
So I've only looked up words twice because it was way too hard and I didn't know what to do.
Okay. But
still though, but then you still submitted your work to the group chat like you completed the Wordle without saying, by the way, I looked up the answer to get this.
You never asked.
Because you wanted to keep your streak alive, right?
No, I just wanted to at least get it in 6.
Okay. So what winds up happening, though, is that when people look it up, here's the difference, is that if somebody's looking up...
Hold on, wait, pause. Before you say that.
What?
Did you just do this Wordle right now?
No, I just sent it right now.
Oh, you just sent it
I
right
forgot
now.
to send it.
Because I was going to say, that's super
Bro,
fast, bro.
I take a long time on my Wordles. Okay, so here's the thing when somebody's looking up the Wordle. So when somebody's looking up the Wordle, it is 100% only to cheat.
I'm not looking at the Wordle. I'm Googling 5 or 6, whatever it is, 5-letter words that begin with blah.
Because if you get to the end of Wordle and you don't get it, they just tell you what it is. So it's not like you can get to the end and go, oh, God, what was it? And then have to look it up.
Gotcha.
So if people are looking up the answer for Wordle, it is only to cheat. Now, let's go back to our metrics again, because I know we were talking about this yesterday. Okay, so
get the metrics, fellas.
Get the metrics, fellas. Because a lot of people in our group chat think Shem is cheating. Now,
There are only 4 people in the group chat.
Maury, don't the semantics, okay?
I don't play Wordle, by the way.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I know how the game works.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
get great enjoyment.
Right. I'm just saying that there are people in our group chat who feel Shem is cheating. Now, that said, what I've heard is that people don't think that Shem is cheating because he wants to seem like a big shot, right? The general feeling among everyone in our group chat, no specific names, okay, everyone in our group chat is that this is just, it's not Shem trying to flex. It's that he's just busy and doesn't really care and gets it out of his life as fast as possible, right? People don't think it's a flex. They just think that it's something else. Okay, so let's get to our metrics. So Maury, would you like to go games played,
Quickly.
win
53.
percentage, everything else?
Games
What's that?
played 53.
And your win percentage?
58.
And your current streak? 2. Okay. And your max streak?
7.
Shem, yours?
53 played.
Yeah.
100% completed.
Okay.
53. I've never missed.
Okay. Shem, how many have you got in one guess?
Once.
How many have you got in 2 guesses?
37.
How many have you got in 3 guesses?
11.
How many have you got in 4 guesses?
1.
How many have you got in 5?
2.
And 6?
And then 1.
So Shem... 2. How many have you got in 2 lines again?
37.
37.
Damn.
That means that Shem is 37 times the vast majority of times played. This is why people in the group chat think he's cheating. is this means that Shem is consistently within the top 3 to 5% consistently of global Wordle players.
Thank you.
Consistently. but you understand, though, why, Shem, there's so much chatter about you cheating in the group chat.
Sounds like hate to me.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Damn it, Maury, did you cheat at Wordle today?
No, and that's why I didn't want to send it to you, because, I'm not allowed to be, actually smart ones.
Hold on. Let's not go too far. You got a Wordle.
In the group chat, Roz, Shem, Damn it, Maury, every day will submit their Wordles. I don't play Wordle, but I get great enjoyment in seeing the scores.
How do you think you would do?
Well, I think Mocha would do just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably better than you. Shem got it in 4. Roz, you got it in 3. For the first time ever, Damn it, Maury got it in 2.
In 2?
Yeah.
I could tell you what I started with, but then I guess it would give too much away.
Because you don't. Did you switch from
I did.
starting with the same word every single day?
I used the word of what I was eating.
Okay.
So don't say none.
What's your normal word every day?
Drugs.
Oh, right. Why drugs?
Because there's a vowel in it, and I don't know, it's just a word that popped into my head.
You as a fan of things like Wheel of Fortune and stuff, you're going just with a U in your first word.
And that's why today I used 2 P's.
Okay. My first word was drups.
I've seen the drops this morning.
Guys, I'm on so many drups. Okay, yeah. So Maury got his Wordle in 2.
I beat Roz. I'm going to frame this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but look at the history of scores. Both Roz and Shem destroyed you. How many times have you submitted your Wordle where you didn't get anything?
Oh, 105 times. Yeah.
What's your streak at now, More?
Current streak 4.
4. Good for you. Good for you. That's not
Did you
bad.
guys see this? An online company named Word Tips wanted to know who the best wordlers are around the world by analyzing data on Twitter. Because what a lot of people do is they'll just post the results straight to Twitter.
Yes.
You have that option, right? The data showed that the city of Toronto is the Canadian city with the best average Wordle score.
It's because of Shem.
Of 3.81 guesses.
Thanks, Maury.
Canada ranked 17th in the world, beating the U.S. which is at just below us, 18th spot. Sweden is ranked as the best in the world with an average of 3.71 guesses per puzzle. And then after Toronto, Vancouver is in second place with 3.84 when you're just talking about Canada. Ottawa is in third place with an average of 3.87 guesses, followed by Montreal and Edmonton.
Sweden, English isn't even their first language over there, is it?
But they're just killing it.
But we get to, I guess, there are places in the world where they get to play before us because midnight arrives sooner.
That has nothing to do with it.
What does that mean?
Because, like, they drop the new word at midnight.
Yeah.
It's not who plays it first.
And I also had this weird thought.
It's fine. It's fine. Just abandon. Just abandon that thought. Move on.
What's the weird thought?
I had this weird thought that there's one guy whose job at the New York Times is to come up with every day's Wordle. And, like, he meets people downstairs of the New York Times building, and people offer him money for the word.
I can guarantee you this, Maureen.
Like he wears a trench coat and sunglasses.
I can guarantee you this because it's because of the platform and the way everything works. They most likely know already what the next 300 Wordles are going to be.
They got
or
it all
more,
planned
or
out for
more.
the year. It's not an everyday thing, man.
It's automated.
I really thought
You think somebody is stressing
late at the office over coffee discussing tomorrow's word.
And then everybody just goes to that one guy. Come on, man, tell me, what is it? Yeah. And like he won't. And he's got to go to like HR.
Yeah,
Guys,
like,
I'm really bothered. I feel unsafe here.
Leave me alone,
like
man.
you left me in charge of Whirl, and now I have like all this like microaggression like thrown towards me. Like, come on, guys. Like I need support.
Don't work that way, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's mystery podcasts are sort of all the rage, right? I love them. Everybody loves them. My kid loves them. You love them. There's a podcast called Dead Eyes, hosted by Connor Ratliff, who's an actor. And he's done a couple of seasons, like 30 episodes. And the mystery that he's trying to solve on the podcast is years ago, why Tom Hanks fired him from a movie. Okay, so here's a clip of Connor Radcliffe. It's called Dead Eyes 1 over there. Talking to Seth Meyers about the concept of the podcast and what it was that Tom Hanks said when he fired him.
Okay, so in the year 2000, I was a young actor fresh out of drama school. I was cast in a very small speaking role in the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers.
A fantastic show.
Great show. Great show.
Fantastic.
I was so excited to be a part of it. And then I found great news. Tom Hanks is directing your episode. And then the day before I was supposed to film my episode, I got a call, frantic, from my agent's office saying, you have to get there right away. Tom Hanks has looked at your audition tape, and he's having second thoughts. He thinks you have dead eyes.
Oh, no.
And so I had to go and re-audition in person for Tom Hanks. And minutes later, I was told they were deciding to go another way.
So this is,
Very sad story.
Very sad story.
Yeah.
Not only, I think any actor would dread being told they have dead eyes, but to get it from the person who is considered the nicest man in show business.
Yes, but this was the nicest man in show business. So I thought, I'm so broken as a person. My eyes are so awful that the nicest man in show business couldn't even bear to have me be the tiniest part of Band of Brothers. With all the horrible things that happened in World War II, we can't show this to the audience.
Okay. So on his podcast, he's had a bunch of celebrity guests. So we talked to Ryan Johnson, Seth Rogen, John Hamm's been on there, Judd Apatow's been on there, Colin Hanks has been on there, Tom's son.
Yeah.
So on
Does he get Tom Hanks?
So on March 10th, he finishes off season 3 with Tom Hanks.
No!
And so he released a small clip of what that conversation is like.
I couldn't be more pleased to be having this conversation.
Well, do you want to trip me or hug me? Do you want to punch me or kiss me?
Well, I mean, what's COVID appropriate? Is hugging and kissing allowed at this point?
Well,
you know?
I brought in my vaccination card.
I guess the thing I want to start out with is finding out how you heard about this podcast.
I heard about it from my son Colin and my daughter Elizabeth.
Oh no!
And what was your first thought when you heard what the concept was?
I was aghast. Yes, you were told I thought you had dead eyes. That's about as concrete a statement as anybody is ever going to have.
Yeah.
But I thought, well, I go right to the cheesy melodramatic narrative, which is like, oh, okay, so this is going to be essentially an ongoing poison pen letter. But it's not, because we the people in the know, the people who live on Fountain Avenue, as I like to say, know that there's no room for that. You can't go there. If you do, it's the death of moving forward. The initial chill was, oh, what have I done? Because look, I've told stories on the air, and I made mention of things that it ended up like hurting people that were involved in. To me, they're just life stories.
Yeah.
But it's like I could be bringing up a painful episode in them, and I feel terrible about that. And I'm getting better at doing it perhaps the right way. But this is a dispassionate look at history.
Wow.
So Connor goes on to say, so he's talking to Vanity Fair about this. He goes, I was always of the mindset that if Tom remembers, great, because we're going to hear his side of it. If he doesn't remember, that's also great, as long as we can unpack it. What we arrived at in the interview is completely satisfying for me. It was not what I expected. Tom did not hold back.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm interested now.
How crazy is that, right? Yeah. Do you imagine, though, finding it? First of all, no agent should ever tell any client that.
No,
that
not at all.
That somebody thought you had dead eyes.
Yeah.
Like, that
It's very
is
traumatic.
that is a brutal thing. That's a truth you don't give to a client. Like, that guy should fire his agent. But anyway, so that drops March 10th. The podcast is called Dead Eyes. I can't wait for that.
Nice.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Our good pal Robbie Amell is here to chat about season 2 of his hit show Upload, coming out tomorrow. There he is, Robbie Amell.
What's up, dude?
What's going on, bro? Good to see you again. Thank you very much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show again.
Always great to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
I'm looking at your screen name because we're zooming with you, and it was Bruce Wayne.
I gotta change it.
Changed it.
I changed it once on the computer, and I do all of these things from my iPad. And unless I change it on the computer, it doesn't stay. So every time I log into one of these, no matter how professional the setting is supposed to be, I come flying in as Bruce Wayne.
Can I tell you, I did that once because I had to change it for my kid Roxy was doing a school play, and they were letting parents in, but you had to identify yourself as a parent.
Yeah.
And then after that, every single interview I did, like I was interviewing like movie stars, and I would show up on their screen as Roxy's dad. And it was there forever. So how you doing, man?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm freezing. We officially moved back to Canada, and I was not ready for the cold. We live here again.
Okay, so I was going to get into this later. We'll talk about Upload Season 2 in a second. But I see because I follow your wife, Italia, on IG as well, as does my wife. My wife is a huge fan of your wife, Robbie. And you guys are going through a home build. Is it a reno? Are you guys renoing, or are you building a brand new house right now?
No, we're renoing.
Okay.
That's all I want to say. I don't want to talk about it.
Robbie doesn't sound too thrilled.
I take it you're losing, not winning, right?
Well, have you ever met anyone that's like, oh, my renovation went so smooth?
Okay, what is...
It was such a treat.
If you could just tell us, like, one thing, right? Like, what was the last thing that maybe y'all got into, like, somewhat of a little bit of a disagreement about when it comes to the reno?
Oh, no, literally my most recent. So she asked me about something on the stairs, and I just said, I don't have an opinion on this. I agree with you.
Oh, no, buddy.
Oh, Robbie.
Yeah.
So, dude,
whatever. Good problems.
It's all good problems,
Whatever.
yeah.
Upload Season 2, man. You got to be pumped about this. Finally, we get to see this.
Yes. Upload Season 2. I'm super proud of it. I don't love watching myself in anything, but I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of the rest of the cast. They all make me laugh so hard. Greg Daniels is an absolute genius. I think that anybody that liked the first season is going to really dig the second season. I think Greg kind of, leaned into what made the first season so special. The finale, episode 7, is, I think, the strongest episode of the season. And if you thought there was a big cliffhanger in season 1, you're going to be real pissed off at season 2.
Oh,
Jesus.
Nice sell, dude.
So catch people up here, because Nathan, who you play in the show, was downgraded to 2 gig status, which I think is one of the most brilliant things that anybody has ever done in a show.
Oh, I forgot about
that. So if you could explain to maybe people who are unfamiliar with Upload or what that cliffhanger was, can you just sort of recap people real quick?
Yes. So Upload takes place in a world where if you know you're going to die, you can upload your consciousness to a digital afterlife. But this is not heaven. These are run by big corporations. And in the first season, my girlfriend uploads me when my self-driving car crashed and essentially owns me in the afterlife. And I fall in love with my angel, who is my customer service rep. She's alive in the real world. I am dead in the digital afterlife. And at the end of the first season, she is on the run from people who may have murdered me. And she says, I love you. And I'm in 2 gig, which is essentially like, think of a phone data plan where you're capped, and I run out of data and I can't say I love you back. And the end of the season is my real life girlfriend, who I had finally kind of broken it off with, uploading to my same digital afterlife. And I'm right back in square one. She's my only way out. She's the only person who can help me. But I need to find Nora, the person I'm actually in love with.
Right. It's such a clever show, man. Dude. It's such a good show. So season 2, you guys, did you know in season 1 that there was going to be a season 2?
No, I mean, we obviously hoped so, but season 1 was a long process. We shot the pilot, and then it took a year before we shot episodes 2 through 10, because Amazon kind of had a little bit of a change with who was working there and who was making the decisions. But Greg Daniels, who created the show, created Parks and Recreation and The Office. He's an absolute genius. And he thought of this show like 30 years ago when he was writing on Saturday Night Live. And so he has a ton of ideas for the show, and then he updates it as we go along. I mean, the unbelievable thing is it's like he has a technology crystal ball. Our group chat from the show, like I would say at least once a month, we send some article about something that is straight from the show that is now happening in real life.
Wow.
That's crazy.
How many times are you still dealing with the DMs or messages from people who thought that last week or a couple of weeks ago when you were promoting season 2 of Upload, there's a screenshot of Robbie,
my muscles?
Flexing, right? And like everyone thought that it was like his real muscles, right?
I don't know if I should take it as a compliment or not. Like, they don't look real at all. But the fact that people think that they are real, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. I had friends hitting me up and they're like, dude, you're on roids. Like, what are you doing? Are you okay?
Robbie and Mel, we cannot wait for season 2 of Upload on Prime Video. And as always, much love to your family. And it's always such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for always making time for us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
Oh man, you guys are the best. Thanks for having me.
All right, buddy. You and them guns, take care, bro.
Later, guys.
Later, dude.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Laura. It's Roz and Mocha.
Hello.
Laura, why don't you tell everyone why you reached out?
Well, I've been seeing this guy for 7 months, and he calls me his business partner.
He calls you his business partner?
Yeah, he says that it's a contract. We're business partners.
Okay, you wrote us this, Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. Me and this guy, we literally are together every single day. He says he doesn't want a girlfriend, but we literally spend every waking moment with each other and talk about the future. I have kids. He's involved with my children. They adore him. He treats me like I'm a queen and I'm the only person that matters, but yet he doesn't want a girlfriend. Should I keep pursuing something with this man?
Does he live with you guys? With you and your kids? No.
So how did that come up where he decided that you were business partners? And obviously when he said that you were business partners, you were like, what does that mean? And then what was his answer to that?
I was okay with it in the beginning because I was like just thinking it was going to be, something, quick. And then it evolved to
What was the business?
Well, we're on air.
No, you can say it. We'll just bleep it all out. We need to know. What was the business?
Like friends with benefits.
Okay. So you were somebody that you would get together, let off a little steam. He was there for you. You were there for him.
Yes.
Okay. And then feelings got involved.
Absolutely.
Well, feelings on your end.
Exactly.
Well, I believe on his end too, because, actions speak louder than words, and his actions say something completely different.
Right. I get the sense that he really likes letting off steam with you. Mm-hmm. And he probably really likes your kids, but that ain't his future.
Do you know if he is, when he's not with you, is he talking to other people?
No, absolutely not. He doesn't have time for that. But between me and work, that's it.
Yeah.
And when he gets up in the morning, first thing in the morning, it's
calls me when he goes to bed. He calls me, and then throughout the day he's with me. So I just don't know what to do, if I should continue to pursue it, because for Valentine's Day, like, the L word wasn't said, but it was said indirectly, and it's...
What do you mean indirectly? If it wasn't said, it wasn't said.
Well, the teddy bears and flowers and cards, everything said I love you in it, and all of that.
Okay, so 2 questions for you, Laura. Number 1, do you want to be in a relationship with this guy? Like, do you see this as being long-term?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can genuinely say that I have fallen head over heels in love with the man.
Okay, so my second question is, do you love him?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I don't know if you agree, Roz, but I think you need to tell him how you feel and what you are looking for with what you guys have. So then it's 100% clear to him. So he can't say to you, well, I didn't know what your intentions were. So then that way you guys could have that conversation to see what his intentions are. And if they are still on the side of wanting to be business partners, he does not love you, he doesn't want to be in a relationship, he doesn't see this as being a long-term thing, he doesn't want you in his future, then at that point you can make up your mind as to how you want to proceed.
Well, he talks about the future, and he talks about us in the future and stuff, but he just doesn't put the label on it.
Yeah, because he needs an out, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't have kids either.
No, he's giving himself. He is trying to make sure you know that he's not there yet.
Not what I want to hear.
Right. And I think that, you can go to him and say, hey, listen, I love being your business partner because business is good. You know what I'm saying?
Business is great.
Business is good. But you can't be this forever. This is not a sustainable relationship when it's not like he refuses to label. He was very quick to label. And what he made sure you knew is that you were not his girlfriend.
Absolutely.
And that ain't cool. And the problem is that you're in a situation where you got kids, you're a single mom, and I'm sure you went through moments where you thought, my God, I'm probably never going to have good sex ever again in my life. I'm never going to meet a guy. And then you meet a guy, and then you start sacrificing yourself over and over and over again.
And he's made it clear too that he sees it and feels it. Like the energy and that we have together is I've never experienced with anybody in my life. And he has said it too. Like he can literally feel the energy between us. Like,
yeah, you know what though, Laura? I think the other thing that he needs to know is that your kids are involved in this, right?
Yes.
Like if he's spending all this time, like I don't know how old your kids are, but I'm sure that they, they have a great relationship with this guy and they're building this bond with him. Like, what's it going to do to them if he decides that this business venture is over and I got to go?
That's what I'm worried about too, because my youngest is 10 and he adores him. Like,
yeah,
he's actually told him he loved him.
Yeah,
and he told him he loved him back.
So here's what I say: go to him and say, hey, listen, being business partners is great. Business is good. You know that we're great together, but I want to expand. And what I want to do now is I want to turn this business into the business of raising these kids.
Okay.
And I want to do that with you and the way we are right now and the label. And I understand you have your reasons for the label and everything else, and that's fine. I get it. It's a lot. But the only decisions that I make are what's best for my kids.
Yes.
And if you're going to dip, that is not good for my kids. Who cares about you and your feelings and everything else? It sucks for your kids. And every decision you make has to be the decision that's best for your kids.
Absolutely. I think I'm scared to hear what he might say. So I wanted to say
of course.
something, but I don't want to hear his response.
And then you're going to be like everybody else who's ever been in this situation where you're just going to keep giving and giving and sacrificing. And then you're going to be left hollow.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you got to figure this out right now, Laura.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, girl. You take care.
You too, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
I'm reading the craziest story right now about Batman.
Okay.
So the new Batman, huge box office over the weekend.
Were they right with the estimates? Sure, right? It was like 130 to 150 mil they were estimating?
Yeah, so it did 128.5 mil in 3 days. That's the second largest opening since the pandemic started, behind Spider-Man No Way Home, which had a $260 million debut back in December.
Wow.
So the Batman made another 120 overseas, giving it a $248.5 million opening weekend. That's a monster
Nice,
weekend.
yeah.
But listen to this. So way back before 1989, when Tim Burton and Michael Keaton sort of brought Batman back, right? At that time, Warner Brothers were courting a lot of writer-directors to get their take on what they would do to bring Batman back. So Tim Burton was one of them, but Warner Brothers was talking to a lot of other hot directors at the time to do Batman. One of the directors that they talked to about doing a version of Batman was Ivan Reitman.
Wait, Ghostbusters?
Yeah, before Ghostbusters.
No, but Ivan Reitman Ghostbusters.
Yes, Ivan Reitman Ghostbusters.
R.I.P., by the way.
Yes. And Ivan Reitman was considering, so it was going to be a Batman and Robin movie.
Okay.
Okay. You want to take a guess on who Batman and who Robin were going to be?
Would he want to work with Bill Murray back then?
Can I say Rick Moranis as Robin?
Rick Moranis as Robin, Maury says.
No way. No. I'm going to say... See, I keep thinking about the guys in Ghostbusters.
Okay, so here, I'll tell you. So it was going to be, in Ivan Reitman's world, it was going to be Bill Murray as Batman.
Oh my God, are you serious?
And Eddie Murphy as Robin.
Get out of
Okay. Okay. However, Eddie Murphy just did a new interview because not a lot was known about this. Like, it was kind of like rumors, right, over the years that Ivan Reitman was trying to get this off the ground. But Bill Murray in a new interview talked about this, and he said why it didn't go forward. And he goes, I talked to Eddie Murphy about it, and Eddie wanted to play Batman. And that's as far as the conversation went. And then what about the idea, though, of then flipping it? So Eddie Murphy would be Batman and Bill Murray would be Robin.
Okay.
And then Bill Murray said, I don't want to be the boy wonder to anybody. maybe much earlier when I was a boy, but it was too late for that by the 80s. Also, I couldn't do the outfit. Eddie looks good in purple, and I look good in purple. In red and green, I look like one of Santa's elves. There was just a lot of vanity involved in that project. It was never going to happen. But it was still on the table for Ivan Reitman to do. But
just not with those guys?
But Ivan Reitman then moved on with Bill Murray and did Ghostbusters. And the only reason why they say that he didn't do his version of Batman was because Ivan Reitman didn't want to do two big movies back to back. So they did Ghostbusters instead, but the offer was still there. And then I guess Tim Burton picked it up with Michael Keaton. But Ivan Reitman wanted to do Batman and Robin with Bill Murray and Eddie Murphy.
First of all, hilarious. How has all this time gone by, right? With all of these different variations of Batman.
Yes.
And this is the first time we're hearing this story.
Yeah, but this would have been very much like the old Batman with the tights.
Yeah.
Right? Like it would have been. And I know, and we were talking
Very
about this.
like comic-y.
Very comic-y.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of the criticism for the new movie, The Batman, that I was reading anyway, where people didn't like it was because there was no jokes in it, which I could give it, take it or leave it. But this would have been hysterical. Like this would have been...
God, it fits with the time.
But would we have all the other Batmans that we do now if Tim Burton and Michael Keaton didn't do their version? If it didn't turn an entire generation of Batman fans to the darker side as opposed to turning them to the funny side?
I think somebody would have tried to do a darker version, and it just would have been compared to the Ivan Reitman version, and it wouldn't have. They would have just stayed on that same kind of path.
And we would have never
Ivan
had
Reitman
the
said.
best Batman in Michael Keaton.
Right, according to Maury.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I had no idea. Batman with Eddie Murphy and Bill Murray, directed by Ivan Reitman.
So weird.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Safe to say we can all acknowledge that the Queen is still alive.
Oh, is she?
She met with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau yesterday.
I heard people telling him to F off yesterday.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Listen, anywhere you go where you're in politics, somebody's going to tell you to F off. That's the life.
If you remember 2 weeks ago, a blog or website named Hollywood Unlocked had posted that the Queen had died.
Oh, yeah, that's
because she'd got COVID,
Yeah,
right?
that's
She's like
right.
1,000 years old.
Yeah.
So when you're that age and you get
Yeah.
COVID, it's bad.
Oh, that's right. It was a hip hop site, and they said our palace sources said,
Yeah.
right?
And then, like last week,
jabronis.
a photo of Queen Elizabeth, like on a Zoom call or whatever, on a computer screen was released. And then Hollywood Unlocked then put out a post that was like 10 reasons why we thought Queen Elizabeth had died. Right? And it was this long, like, roundabout.
She's old. She had
bogus-
COVID. What are the other
Yeah.
8?
Like, so stupid.
Right? Like-
So then the guy who originally put out the statement being like, yo, these are facts. I
Yeah.
stand behind my word.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then came out and said, although I've never been wrong when breaking a story because this involves the Queen, this is one time I would want to be. And based on the reports from the palace, I can say my sources got this wrong, and I sincerely apologize to the Queen and to the royal family. Because he was saying that he had, or this site had, a source inside the palace that confirmed to him and to their website that the Queen had died after getting COVID.
Of course. Yes. What's the site called again?
Hollywood Unlocked.
Right.
Look at Shum smirking. You follow that, don't you?
I sure do. And the guy you're referring to is Jason Lee. Jason Lee being the owner of Hollywood.
Oh, he's the
Unlocked.
owner. Okay.
Yeah. So Queen's not dead, right?
No. She was standing there shaking hands with...
Shaking hands?
Oh, wait, no. Sorry, I apologize. I retract that statement.
Okay.
I thought the photo was of her shaking his hand, but they're standing a safe distance apart.
Right.
Inside the palace at Windsor Castle, actually.
Yeah.
And this photo was taken yesterday.
So they don't make Trudeau quarantine or anything like that, huh? They just let him get on a plane, fly to the UK, and meet with somebody who's 90? How old is she?
Like
How old is the Queen? Like 1,000. Come on now.
No, she's like 100, isn't she? Or 99?
I don't know how old she is. She's super old, though.
Pretty sure. Doesn't she? She has like... It's
Isn't she
confusing with
95?
it's confusing with the Queen because she's got like 2 birthdays.
No, I know. That's right.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
She's got one in June.
Hey, listen,
and
she
then-
deserves 2 birthdays, though. That old bird.
Right?
Love her.
Is that like March and June or June and August or something?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. She does have 2 birthdays, but no, that was a weird one. That was a weird one for them to say that she died, and then they stood by it, and then they claimed they had palace sources. That was an exceptional blunder, and watching them get torn apart online was really interesting
Yeah.
too.
So according to this guy, he said I can say my sources got this wrong.
My sources.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, when do the clocks go back and all that stuff? Is that this weekend?
No, they go forward.
Forward, sorry. Yeah.
Clocks go forward on Saturday night into Sunday.
They do.
So
It's this weekend, huh?
Yeah.
So like next week, we're going to be all sunshine, super late in the day.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
I like
This is
that.
and this is the best time too because you get a longer stretch of these hours than you did before, right? When we switch again in November, because
Yeah.
November to March is 4 months that we fall back in time.
Yep. No, I'm good
Used to
with
be
that.
longer than that before.
How's everybody doing? How you doing, Shem?
Man, I'm good, man. You
Yeah.
know, blessed, black, and highly favored as
Yes,
always.
yes. What'd you do last night?
What did I do last night? Laundry.
Oh,
Yeah,
come up with a
domesticated.
better story. You got 2 minutes. Maury, what'd you do last night?
Damn, son.
Last night I watched.
Okay, Shem.
Whoa.
Did you do whites or colors?
Well, I mean,
oh, for God's sake. Okay, you know,
I'm inclusive when I do my laundry. You know,
you just throw everything in.
I throw it all together.
You don't separate.
I never. Come on, we've done enough of that in society.
I know,
You know?
I know, but I still think with laundry is the last place segregation is okay.
You might be right.
You know what my wife does when she separates the laundry?
What's that?
She will separate. Whereas for me back in the day, like when I would just do, my wife takes care of all the laundry, right?
Yeah.
I would also segregate, right?
Yeah.
Whites go with whites.
Yeah.
And then all colors all mix,
Right.
Blues, blacks, grays.
Right.
My wife will wash blues with blues, blacks with blacks, and grays with grays.
What?
Yeah.
You have to have a lot of like those individually.
Yeah.
Like, what if you only have one red shirt? That goes where? Alone?
No, it gets
solo
saved.
show.
No, sometimes if there's a smaller bunch,
Yeah.
just to conserve water or whatever.
Yeah.
If there's a smaller bunch of a certain color,
Yeah.
it'll get saved until there's enough of that color.
See, I used to do my whites, then I would do the blacks alone, then I would do all the rest.
Really?
All
Yeah.
other sort of grays, blues, whatever it would be. But the whites were always with the whites. The blacks always went in with the blacks. And then everybody else, this sort of melting pot, you know what I mean? They would all just kind of live together happily, right?
Yeah.
Nobody had a problem with anybody.
No, the only thing I ever did was
Really?
separate the
Yeah.
whites.
Yeah. On a how much laundry do you do? How often are you doing laundry, Shawn?
I do every 2 weeks.
Because you live alone, right?
Yeah, I do
So
every 2 weeks.
You're the only one on the show that lives alone.
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
I don't mean to hurt feelings or anything like that,
okay.
but I think that it's important to the conversation. So every 2 weeks for you, every 2 weeks for you.
Yeah.
Now, are you doing is this just clothes, or are you doing bedding and everything else?
Oh, bedding is every week, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I go every week with bedding because I sweat and there are activities that occur.
Same, girl. Excuse me.
What?
What was that second part?
What are you talking about?
You said that there's sweating and then other activities occur.
Correct. Yeah.
What does that
Activities.
mean?
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Come on, man.
Like
What else you do in bed?
accidents?
Come on, man. You know.
What?
You know what he means.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh!
Yeah.
Activities.
Please.
Activities.
Just lay there in my filth.
Right? Activities, guys.
Wow, Mocha just turned his camera off. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well, here we are, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Apparently, when Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson were seen in January at Jeff Bezos' house for dinner, this is where they may have been hatching the plan to get Pete Davidson on Blue Origin to be one of the jabronis that goes up into space.
What?
Because that's the story. A source said, quote, Pete is excited. They haven't signed a contract yet, but it looks like it's going to happen. The details are being finalized. He got on really well with Jeff when they met. So the
For
story
free,
is,
though?
I
Like, is
don't
he gonna
know.
go for
Who
free?
knows? Well, do you remember when Tom Hanks told that story? And he said that Jeff Bezos wanted how many millions of dollars or something like that to go up. So maybe it is for free because, Pete's like the most famous guy in the world right now. And he knows that Kanye's going to be tweeting about it. Kanye's going to be tweeting about how he wants that thing to blow up, right?
Of course,
On
yeah,
re-entry. So it looks like Pete Davidson, maybe one of the next stars going up into space.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Reviews for the Batman are in.
Oh, dude, I've stayed away from every single review.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of headlines I read this morning on Easter eggs and things to look out for and what certain things mean. And I've just stayed away from all those.
So if something like Rotten Tomatoes matters to you, I don't know if it does.
It does, yeah, sure.
Right now, Rotten Tomatoes, critic scores at 85%, audience scores at 93%.
Wow.
Okay, and then you start going through some of the reviews, and I didn't read a lot of them. I sort of went for the ones where people weren't liking it because I wanted to find out what it was that people didn't like about this film because I'm very excited to see it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, the majority of the negative reviews I've read are reviews from people who were upset that the movie wasn't funny.
Oh, really?
That there's no laughs. That there's no joy.
But it's not a comedy, though. It's not
But
supposed to be.
But there's
And I know
there's no
like-
wittiness.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I know in these movies, there may be a comedic element that happens at one point,
Right.
said by one character,
Right.
that's supposed to give you a little bit of a laugh,
Yes.
during a tense moment or something.
You could always count on, in the Nolan Batman universe, you could always count on Alfred saying something witty.
Sure.
Morgan Freeman had all those great lines
Yeah.
that sort of gave you a little chuckle within the sort of darkness. But apparently this movie is completely devoid of that, and that's what people had a hard time with, is that there's no joy or humor in the film. But everybody else is sort of saying that it is more Seven than it is Batman.
7. Brad Pitt 7.
Brad Pitt 7, the David Fincher 7.
Yeah, okay.
They're saying it's more 7 than it is a Batman
Okay,
movie.
I'm into it.
Yeah, so
Well,
so there you go.
If you're like me and you want to stay away from all spoilers, stay away from the one that says the Batman Easter eggs, references, and hidden details.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that one's out there right now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Take a second here to just acknowledge how close, or the closest up to this point, that we've been to an actual World War III happened last night while everybody was sleeping. And it would have been started, and I don't know how else to categorize this other than misinformation. And that's how it all would have went down. So Russia attacked Europe's biggest nuclear power plant, which is in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And then all sorts of stories started happening. People were watching the live stream of this power plant and a fire broke out. And then President Zelensky released this sort of urgent message where he said that the explosion would, quote, be the end of everyone, the end of Europe, the evacuation of Europe. Only urgent action by Europe can stop the Russian troops, he said. Do not allow the death of Europe from a catastrophe at a nuclear power station. So that is like all hands on deck. Everybody needs to now be involved in this, where he's talking like Chernobyl, right? But what had happened was everybody else who was sort of looking at the situation, everybody from the International Atomic Energy Agency said that no, the fire, yes, the building was hit by a Russian projectile, but the fire was not part of the reactor, but it was instead at a training center within the plant. And nuclear officials from Sweden all the way to China, everybody who monitors this stuff said that there was absolutely no spike in radiation. So it went from, and then Russia called it arson. They took no responsibility for anything.
Of course.
So it went from there was a fire there to President Zelensky saying we are in a Chernobyl type situation where this could be the end of Europe, all Europe. And then it was, no, hold on here. It was a fire. The fire got put out. Everything's being shut down properly. Everything's secure. Nobody's at any risk of real anything right now. So we had both of those things in a matter of like minutes last night. Wow. While everybody was sleeping. And so that's how close it was with, and I don't know how else to categorize it other than, I know it's chaos and everything going on and Zelensky, who knows who's giving him information and who's passing it on or what's happening. But we went from a Europe may die in a Chernobyl type situation
to it was just a fire?
To it was a fire at a training facility. Yeah.
I saw footage, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, when they were the people of the Ukraine were trying to protect or do what they can to protect the power plants, just like the streets around leading into where the power plant is were just filled with people.
Yeah.
Who were just there just to be like, if Russia comes anywhere near us, we're going to do what we can.
Yeah. Remember we were talking about Zelensky, how he was an actor and how he was a voice actor and he used to do translations.
Yeah.
And he was the voice of Paddington when they did that. You know that for 7 years he was on a show where he played the president of Ukraine?
No.
Yeah. And then he became the president of Ukraine.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
Wow.
He was a television actor on a show where he played the president of Ukraine.
Yeah.
And then became the president of Ukraine. Wow. Yeah, it's a wild story with this guy, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Joy Behar, I don't know if you saw this yesterday. So they're doing the, hey, everybody, welcome to The View. And all the ladies walk out on stage. And Joy Behar, took a fall, hit the deck hard. And then this was the sort of aftermath. I guess they were blaming it on the lousy stools they give them to sit on.
Come on, just stop, just stand.
Let me tell you, these chairs are dead.
These chairs move. You touch it, and you're on the ground.
It's happened to all of us at one time or
25
another.
years, that has never happened.
Oh, no.
I went flying.
You did.
I just missed the step as usual.
Okay. And are you okay? Because people
I fall a lot. But the main thing, just to talk seriously, when Bob Saget fell, he died.
Yeah.
If you hit your head and you
Joy.
feel dizzy or you have blurred
You don't
vision,
realize
you
it.
feel
You
like
go to
you want to
sleep,
go to sleep, go to the doctor because that will kill you.
Yeah.
But I've fallen a lot. I fall all the
Joy.
time. I'm a klutz.
That makes me nervous. I don't
but
like that you fall.
This chair was like The Exorcist.
It's a
It was
menace.
spinning.
We hate, for the record, we hate these chairs.
Damn. Why you got to bring Bob Saget into this, man? All the ladies were having a fun moment. She took a spill. Let's all talk about the times we fell. By the way, when Bob Saget fell and hit his head, he died.
Yeah.
Right? Why you got to do that, Joy?
Joy?
I mean, we all know, and we're all, we all feel terrible for what happened to Bob Saget. But man, she's a weird one, that Joy.
Can I just say, though?
She said some whack stuff on that show this last couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah. I will say, though, one thing I agree with the ladies on The View.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I can relate.
Okay.
Because the chairs that we got in here, that's why I stand all the time.
Yes.
How many times have you seen me fall off of this, slip off of this chair? Right?
Yeah.
This is not safe.
No.
These chairs. Look at this one. This one has
No.
at the end of it, it's all
Yeah.
tattered and torn up.
Yeah.
This isn't safe.
No.
It's because your feet don't touch the ground, so you have no support in case you're about to fall.
Nobody asked you, Deepa.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Shawn Penn out of Ukraine. As we know, he walked across the border into Poland. It was a long walk. Doing an interview with CNN's Anderson Cooper. This is Shawn Penn because he was in Ukraine filming a documentary about all the tension that was going on between Ukraine and Russia. And he had been there for a while. Like you saw, when all of this had started, somebody was like, yo, is that Shawn Penn in the press briefing room? Like he was sitting front row when they were doing press conferences. And he had been there for a while shooting a documentary and then got the hell out of there when everything had started. I guess he was there for a couple of days and just sort of documented the whole thing over on social. But now he is he's out, he's back, and he was talking to Anderson Cooper. This is what he had to say about meeting President Zelensky of Ukraine.
You know, I when I talk about President Zelensky, I think it should be said that I'm talking about most of what I observed in Ukrainian people. You know, we have these inspirational figures in our micro lives. I have extraordinary children that inspire me, an extraordinary estranged wife who inspires me daily. And then there's the macro inspiration of these great figures of history. Meeting with President Zelensky the day before the invasion, and then meeting with him again on the day of the invasion. I don't know if he knew that he was born for this, but it was clear I was in the presence of something, and again, I think reflected of so many Ukrainians, that was new to the modern world in terms of courage and dignity and love that comes out of the man, and the way he has unified that country. And I think Mr. Putin certainly added to paving the way to that. But this is such an extraordinary moment, and I was endlessly impressed and moved by him and terrified for him and for Ukraine.
Oh, man.
At the beginning of this, when he said that he has an estranged wife who still inspires him, he was talking about Robin Wright, not Madonna, right? Right?
I thought Madonna.
You thought Madonna?
No way, dude.
My mind went Madonna.
No, because he was with Robin Wright for a long time.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh my God, I got to play you this.
What?
So it's one of these police body cam footage. Guy trying to get out of a speeding ticket, talking to the cop, coming up with an excuse, and this was released. Of course, it's Florida because all of this stuff comes out of Florida.
Florida
because
man.
nothing is private or sacred or anything.
Does the story start with a Florida man?
Well, yeah, it is. Well, he is a man and he is from Florida, but I don't know if this is generally a Florida man story. So this is a guy who got pulled over for speeding and uses Putin and his nukes as an excuse. Listen to this.
Yeah, there was no reason for that at all. I would put people's lives into safety and everything.
I just found out that Putin is just said he's going to launch nuclear thermal war against the world. I was trying to get back to my house to find out what's going on.
He was, so hold on. So he heard about the war and wanted to.
Putin was going to launch nuclear thermal warheads. I was just trying to get home to figure out what's going on.
To prepare?
What does that mean? I was just trying to get home to figure out what's going on. Can you play that again, please?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, there was no reason for that at all. I would put people's lives into safety and everything.
I just found out that Putin is just said he's going to launch nuclear thermal war against the world. I was trying to get back to my house to find out what's going on.
So at that moment, did he think that the officer was going to be like, you know what, sir, you are correct.
Absolutely.
Go home and save your family.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah. Also, sir, what is at home that is going to help you? What information do you have at home? What are you racing to find out?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? You're going to say, check your, the Morse code, messages coming in. What is at home?
Does he have Florida? Does Putin have Florida on the target?
Yeah.
And you got to get home ASAP to get your family out?
I just want to know what he has at home that's going to help him figure out. Listen, I just got to get home and figure out what's going on. By what? CNN? Like, what is at home?
I bet you a guy like this.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
He's got like a school bus buried under the ground in
I
the
wish I
backyard.
was that guy. I wish I
Right?
was that guy.
And it's like fully stocked with food and clothing
I
and
wish I was
armor
that
and
guy.
like a lot of armor.
Ross, what's stopping you from being that guy?
Well, I've
You have a
spent.
backyard.
No, I know. I've just spent too much time on the lawn. I don't want to have to dig it up and bury a school bus and then replant the grass. You know what I mean? Like, I understand. I know nukes are going to do some damage and it'd probably be really great right now to have that bunker.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of work on the lawn that I don't want to have to redo.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So I don't. This isn't a spoiler for the Batman at all. But I just want to talk to you about the after credit scene.
Spoiler alert! I didn't even know that there was one.
Well, there isn't.
Spoiler alert! I didn't even know that there was not one.
But there is.
Huh?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay. So,
What are you laughing at?
we
Deepa?
know.
Like, why are you surprised that there is potentially an after credit?
I know, for God's sake.
Because
That's
it's
not, like, a
DC.
spoiler
It's a Marvel. Is one
Okay.
that-
Thank you, Deepa.
kind of stuff.
Okay. So, what is it, Maury?
I didn't stay for the credits.
Okay. That's right.
neither,
That's
actually.
right. Oh, did you see this too, Deepa?
I did see
You
it.
did see it? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So what happened? We all know that the Riddler is one of the bad guys in the movie. We all know that. That is not a spoiler. Okay, Paul
Okay.
Dano plays the Riddler. We get that. So I guess after the credits, there is a goodbye and then a website. But if you go to that website, the website then becomes like there's a riddle on the website, much like what the Riddler uses in the movies. And you have to then solve the riddle. And if you solve the riddle, you're given access to a zip file.
Man, I don't trust that.
Thank you. And
Hold on. I
okay.
gotta download something from the internet to my computer?
Yes, okay. On a super sketchy looking website.
No.
And then once you download that zip file, it's password protected. Once you figure out what the password is, then you're given the sort of, I guess, what it would be like an extra
Has
scene.
somebody done
of
all
the-
this and then just posted it?
Yeah, but I'm not telling you what it is because that would be a spoiler.
Oh.
So I'm just telling you that this is their version of an after scene credit, which was simply a website.
I'm not gonna
that
put
you
in all
then
that
go.
work.
Thank you. That you then have to go to and solve riddles and then download a zip file onto your computer.
I don't trust that.
Thank you.
I'd rather put my credit card information on the internet.
And if
than
I
to go through all that
and if
trouble.
I showed you what the website is right now, I'll give you the website. Go to the
Tell me,
website
tell me,
right
tell
now.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
www.
Yes.
Who says that?
I know. It's so weird to hear somebody say
really
that.
Okay, I'm
Go
just-
to the
okay.
website
www. Well, no, I'm telling you, it's www. Dot.
Yeah.
R-A.
R-A.
T-A-A.
T-A-A.
L-A-D-A.
L-A-D-A.
.com.
Okay. Tracing. Black screen. Okay. There's a question mark.
Right.
Trace route. Okay. Now this, man, all these codes are popping up. This looks like an error. Like I need to call IT. There's something going on.
It looks like an IT problem
Now
when
it
you
says
go to the website.
Rerouting, upstanding, citizen at. Okay, now I missed that part. Now it says
Yeah.
loading. 39%?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got to wait all this time?
But read the thing above loading.
Click for reward. Okay, so I
Yeah.
click that, and now I get, it's like a red screen with a red weirdo symbols.
Yeah, it's like a cipher. It's like a code that you have to figure out what it is. So that's code 1.
Oh, it's not like a question?
No, it is a question, but you have to decipher the code first.
But then, how do I do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Because now my cursor just turned into like a little plus sign.
Yes.
That zooms in.
Yes.
And I could like scroll up and down.
Right.
But how do I solve
I don't know. I don't know.
riddle?
I don't know. I didn't go that far.
I'm sure there are a lot of people who have.
Yeah. Well, they have. Yeah, because I have all the answers here, but I'm not going to give them to
But
you.
how do I even plug in like an answer?
Don't know.
Because
Don't know.
there's no.
Don't know.
You probably, with the plus, you just click each one that you want and it'll bring it
don't
somewhere.
know. Anyway, the website, if you want to try and figure it out, it's www.
Don't say that. You don't need the www.
.rataalada.com. www.rataalada.com. So that's how you get the after credit scene in the Batman. Wild, huh?
That's stupid. I hate this website.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Camila Cabello talking about her relationship with Shawn Mendes that inspired her new song. This was with Zane Lowe on Apple Music. Clip number 2, please.
You know, I love Shawn, and I feel like there is literally nothing but love for him. And this song is mostly just about like, okay, how do I make a song that shows the cycles of love and life and gives people, you know, whatever it is that's going on in your life, whether it is a breakup or a divorce, or like you said, a friend breakup, or you've just gone through something that just is really like, hopefully this can make you kind of be like, it is that way now, but things are always taking, you know, crazy turns.
Camila, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. It's a tribute to a moment in time.
You know, I feel like I'm finally, like, before this album, I feel like I was like, just like early 20s were so hard, like literally so hard. I was just like, what can I do? What therapist can I see? Like, what do I do to just like feel okay and feel stable? And I'm finally at a place where I feel like I've had experiences. I'm doing the therapy. I've put in a lot of work. And I'm like, really at a place where I'm like, okay, like I kind of, it is true, like that wisdom cannot really be gained through obviously like books and reading and podcasts and all the self-help, like it's good, but I do feel like they're just, nothing beats like experience and just living it. And I think I am at a point where I'm like, you know what, I'm okay. Like I'm actually, I'm good. And I feel like I'm at a place where I don't need things to be perfect to enjoy my life.
Interesting, huh?
All right.
You want to play clip number 3, because that's a good one, too. So, again, this is Camila Cabello talking to Zane Lowe all about her new track and the inspiration and her relationship with Shawn Mendes.
Well, I think also, like, my priorities have fluctuated and my focus has changed throughout my life. Like, those years that we were dating, I don't even feel like, even while I was writing this album, and even still now, I guess, like my focus is really on how can I be a well-rounded person, and how can I, apart from my career, my focus like wasn't even on my career. Like this album literally was a tool of me becoming a more well-rounded person and acquiring like, you know, intimacy with my collaborators. That was my number one intention, was not even how do I make the best album and the best music. My number one intention was how can I just like make music with people that I want to have dinner with afterwards.
Yeah.
How old is she? 20 what?
22, 23?
25, 24, 25, something like that. God, that's tough when you're that age, going through those breakups, because that's an adult breakup, right? That's
25?
not
26.
How old is she? 25. Because that's an adult breakup, right? Like when you start dating somebody when you're 23, 24, or 25, whatever it is, like that doesn't feel like a kid breakup. That feels like an adult breakup. Did you ever go through a breakup at that age?
No.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Oh. When did you go through Deepa, you've dated one man your whole life.
No, like, was he with Jenna the whole time since he was 25?
No.
I met Jenna later.
Yeah.
I went through a long stretch where I didn't date anyone.
How long of a stretch is a long stretch? Give me like from age to age. From what to what?
20. You're trying to trick me here.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I won't reveal your age. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to do that math on you.
Let's say just 10 years.
Okay.
About 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
So like 10 years with no girlfriend.
Yeah.
Now 10 years with no girlfriend or 10 years with no girls?
10 years with no serious relationship.
He was friend zoned for 10 years is basically what happened.
No, I don't think that's what he's saying, Deepa. That's not what he's saying at all, Deepa.
Open your ears, girl.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Dua Lipa getting sued again for the same song. So last week, Dua got sued by reggae band Article Sound System. They claimed that her track Levitating was a direct ripoff of their song Live Your Life. So here is the part of Levitating that they feel ripped off their song. So this is Dua Lipa.
Okay.
Now, here is Article Sound System, Live Your Life.
Sunrise now, don't stop till you have lived your life, lived your life forever.
Yeah, I can hear the similarities.
Okay. Okay. Now go to, I believe it's number 4 in there for you, Mocha. So so the beginning of the song though. So that was the sort of chorus hook of the track that Article Sound System felt ripped off their song. Now songwriters L. Russell Brown and Sandy Linzer are suing Dua Lipa, claiming that Dua Lipa ripped off 2 of their songs. Wow. So here's, and it's based on the first line of the song, sort of like Dua's intro, the way that she sings the beginning of the song. So play that now.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life.
Okay, now here is, this is from 1979. It's a track called A Wiggle and a Giggle.
I was walking down the street when I saw the handsome soldier boy winkle, winkle, winking at me. He said, I'd like to make a date. I said, so sorry, but his lady said, what's the matter, baby, ain't you free?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of sounds the
okay.
same.
And then here is from the same songwriters, keep in mind. This is a song called Don Diablo from 1980.
Don Diablo se ha escapado, tú no sabes la que armado, ten cuidado, yo lo digo por sí. Anda por rincones y se esconde en los cajones de la presa que decida conseguir.
Okay, just for context, let me hear the Dua Lipa one again.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Don Diablo se ha escapado, tú no sabes la que armado, ten cuidado, yo lo digo por sí.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
I was walking down the street when I saw the handsome soldier boy.
Oh, man. Yo, the evidence is there.
To make a date, I said, so sorry, but his lady said, what's the matter, baby?
Come on, Dua Lipa. The evidence is there.
Could you imagine? That's 3 songs from one song.
Very, very hard to dispute any
Also,
of that.
those songwriters ripped themselves off. Like, those songwriters wrote those 2 same songs. Those are 2 different songs from the same songwriters with 2 different artists.
If the formula works,
I guess.
someone will steal it.
I guess. But, yeesh. It's not looking good for Dua, huh?
Nope.
Shem, what's your take on this? How do you feel about this lawsuit?
I'm fine with it. Honestly, I mean, sorry. When I say I'm fine with it, I mean, I'm fine if you're Dua Lipa, whatever. Everybody takes from everybody nowadays.
Yeah.
I see nothing wrong with it. And quite frankly, all the songs sound kind of fire. So,
Yeah.
whatever.
True.
I'm with it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman hosted the Independent Spirit Awards last night and took a moment to flip off Vladimir Putin.
I think we speak for everyone here when we say we are hoping for a quick and peaceful resolution. Specifically, home, Putin.
Hey, did you see what Nick Offerman was wearing last night, Maury?
It was like a necklace kind of.
No, but Nick Offerman came out. I've always loved this look and just never thought that you could really pull it off. Nick Offerman came out wearing a 3-piece suit, right? So pants, jacket, vest, no shirt.
Wait, that was no shirt?
That was no shirt.
Really?
Yeah. Go back and look.
I thought it was a sweater.
No.
Hold on. What was the show?
Independent Spirit Awards last night.
Oh, damn.
Right?
It works for him.
With a medallion.
And like a whole new look. Like his hair and everything has changed too.
Yeah.
Like it really works for him. He looks
Yo, you
much
should do
younger.
that tomorrow, bro.
You think so? You think I could do that?
Uh-huh.
I've done that look before,
Deepa.
just not in public. Like,
No,
I
actually,
shouldn't say
can
that.
you do that on TV?
No, I shouldn't say that because I've gone out of the house wearing only a vest, no jacket.
Only a vest. Okay,
No
yeah.
shirt underneath.
Uh-huh.
Like just a vest.
Where were you
I've
going?
done that look, I don't know, to a bar or a club or something like that
And
years
your
ago.
arms were exposed?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
I got no problem with my arms.
Can you do the Offerman look on ET Canada?
No.
Can you do that look here tomorrow?
I just don't know if I have a vest right now.
Who
I
cares?
don't have a lot of 3-piece
We
suits
can order one on
left.
Amazon and ship it to your house. That'll be no problem.
First of all,
Roz.
Deepa, much like my rule with Maury, you were never getting my address.
Oh wait, but then Nick Offerman came out later in the show wearing only a Speedo.
Yeah, and pasties and red fish.
Can you do that for us?
Yes, I can, Maury. That I will do for you, my love. That I will do. Yeah,
He's not together in a
sure.
second.
Yeah, no problem. You got to be more specific. If you want me to wear pasties, like you got to be way more specific because I got a lot.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You got to hear this clip. So this was an Indian TV host going off on a guest, right? He was doing like a panel show where this Indian TV host had two guests on, and one of them he was just going off on, like, and relentlessly going off. This is all about Russia and Ukraine, going off on this guy. But the problem is that the TV host was going off on the wrong guests.
Right.
Okay, so listen to how this plays out.
You people and your colonial agenda, sir, has wrecked the South, has wrecked the East, and don't sit here and lecture us. Don't sit here and lecture us, Mr. McAdams. We shut him down.
I'm not talking. It's the other guy who's talking. I haven't been able to say a word.
Yeah, absolutely. The man has gone completely ballistic. And if he feels so strongly, he should go and fight alongside Ukrainians who are being killed.
I have not... Dear host, I have not said a word yet. I don't know why you're yelling at me.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm talking about Mr. McAdams. I'm talking about Mr. McAdams.
I am Mr. McAdams.
Oh.
I am Mr. McAdams, and I haven't said a word, so stop yelling at me.
Okay, sorry. I got that confused.
Ukrainian guy who's going nuts, okay? Not me.
Yes, I got that.
This poor guy. Oh, man. And if you see the video, he's just sitting there. Calm as hell. Mr. McAdams, by the way. Yeah. He's sitting there super, super calm, trying his best not to engage until there was a moment where he could speak and be heard.
So bad.
Colonialist. Oh my God, that was so good. Can I hear that again, please?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You people and your colonial agenda, sir, has wrecked the South, has wrecked the East, and don't sit here and lecture us. Don't sit here and lecture us, Mr. McAdams. We shut him down.
I'm not talking. It's the other guy who's talking. I haven't been able to say a word.
Yeah, absolutely. The man has gone completely ballistic. And if he feels so strongly, he should go and fight alongside Ukrainians who are being killed.
Dear host, I have not said a word yet. I don't know why you're yelling at me.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm talking about Mr. McAdams.
I am Mr. McAdams.
Oh.
I am Mr. McAdams, and I haven't said a word, so stop yelling at me.
Okay, sorry. I got that confused.
You're a guy who's going nuts, okay? Not me.
Yes, I got that.
I don't know a lot about Indian TV, but did he say the F word on television at the beginning of this?
Did he?
That's what it sounded like.
No.
Listen, there's a part that's
You people and your colonial agenda, sir.
No.
You people and your colonial agenda, sir. You people and your colonial agenda, sir.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's live television.
No, I don't think so.
You people and your colonial agenda, sir.
I want to watch this show now, though.
Poor Mr. McAdams.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ed Sheeran still getting sued.
For what now?
So we were talking about Dua Lipa yesterday, and anytime somebody's pop song sounds like somebody else's pop song, they sue you. But so this is Ed Sheeran's, all surrounded by Ed Sheeran's Shape of You. And there's two songwriters, Sammy Chorkey and Ross O'Donoghue, who are claiming that Shape of You infringes, quote, particular lines and phrases of their song, Oh Why. Now, what makes this interesting is that it just went to court yesterday. The case goes back to 2018, and at that time, a judge suspended Ed Sheeran from making any royalties off Shape of You until this was settled. So
those funds are just sitting there?
So Ed Sheeran hasn't made any money off Shape of You.
Oh.
And won't until the end of this court case. Ed Sheeran's lawyers, of course, say that he and his writing partners have no prior knowledge of the track. Lawyers for these two songwriters insist, quote, they sound almost identical. They are such that an ordinary, reasonable, experienced listener might think that perhaps one had come from the other. So here is a little bit of Shape of You from Ed Sheeran.
I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body.
And then here is Oh Why.
Like, I can tell. I understand. I understand why they would think that Ed Sheeran ripped them off.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it really does sound silly.
I'm in love with your body.
Right?
I'm in love with your body.
And then you go back to this song. Like,
well, in one, Ed Sheeran saying "Oh I," and they're saying "Oh why."
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't matter though. It's just the way it's being sung.
Well, no, but you can use that in your defense.
Maury, lawyer Maury.
It's also wild that you say that he hasn't made any money off it, because that's the most streamed song on Spotify of all time.
Is
Just
it?
listen out.
Yeah. It's interesting, huh? I don't know what to do with that though. Like I don't know.
So then what? The judge has to be like, yay or nay?
Yay or nay is the way it
When
goes.
are we going to get to a point where you just copy everyone's music? It doesn't matter. Songs are songs.
What do you mean copy everyone's music?
Well, no, like if you're gonna do something, if it sounds the same, who cares?
Well,
the
law.
Yeah. It don't work that way.
Like, Jesus, man. When can we just steal and not have any repercussions? When are we going to get to that?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Drake is putting up his $14.8 million Hollywood Hills home, the YOLO Mansion, for sale.
How much?
14.8. I think he bought it for like 11 years ago. It's 12,000 square feet. The master suite is 2,000 square feet on its own.
Wow.
Drake also owns the 2 adjacent smaller houses that he bought for guests.
Excuse me?
So the main house is 12,500 square feet, and he bought 2 other houses just for guests.
How long are they staying with them?
Exactly.
A year?
I don't know. 12,000 square feet. That's like a Walmart.
Well, that's for his mom. I guess his mom could stay there for like a few weeks.
But mom couldn't stay somewhere in 12,000 square
there's
feet?
no guest house or like a guest room.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a guest wing in that place.
But he put in like a big giant pool with a grotto and a swim up bar.
And I still didn't get the invite. Come on, Drizzy.
No, he didn't.
And yet he spent his entire day yesterday on Insta Story complaining that Tim Biebs are still not around.
There you go. There's also large statues of naked women all over the pool and lounging area outside. So surprise, surprise for that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Camila Cabello flashed her nipple, I guess, on live television. She was doing a show called The One Show. No, she was trying to show off her dance moves, and I guess something happened and the shirt fell. What happened?
She sort of undid some buttons of her shirt, sort of rebuttoned them up, like sort of, I guess, fix her shirt or whatever.
Right.
And it fully opened.
How?
Like it fully opened.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, I guess they actually used that term because that's the term that everybody uses. Here we go.
I guess my favorite would have to be, I actually undid one of my pants because I just had a sandwich and I got to make it easy for myself today.
Love it.
But I think my favorite Bam Bam dance move would be, it's like a, I almost flashed you. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. I hope you didn't see nipple.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I mean, there was a bit of a wardrobe malfunction. I don't know what I saw. There was a flash of something.
Cyber flash. I've been a victim of cyber flash. You've just done an item on it. What's the chances?
It's all come together, look, in one program.
When someone says, I don't know what I saw, they saw.
Yeah.
Right?
You're just trying to be nice.
Say it again?
You're just trying to be nice.
Yeah. I don't know what I saw. Oh, they saw.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, my God, did you see that? I don't know.
No, I don't know. You liar.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So I guess the convoy, the American trucker convoy, USA, is happening.
Yeah.
And everybody's down there goofing on them. This is a clip. Somebody was interviewing one of the people at the protest in the convoy.
Mm-hmm.
And she gives her reasons why she is there and what exactly it is that she is protesting, which is she doesn't want to be digitized.
Are you really concerned about right now?
I don't want them to digitize us.
You don't want them what?
To digitize us. I don't want to take medicine that'll hurt people.
What was the word you used, though? I haven't heard that.
Digital. Digital.
Digitile? And what does that mean?
They're trying to make us robots. They're trying to make it where we have no choice in nothing, to where they can control us from what they put in our bodies.
And eventually we'll actually be robots?
Not robots. They've already got a full man-made working female robot.
Hold on, what? Yeah. This is the stuff the news don't want to show you.
No, this is the truth.
Right?
Yeah. I know. That's why people come here, to get the truth.
I don't want them to digitize us.
Don't get digital, people.
Yeah, watch out. Y'all got digitized.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's interesting on American Idol when people who are already famous go on, because that's what TikTok has done. TikTok has just turned so many people into these sort of, online celebrities. And when it breaks out of that online TikTok world, they get opportunities like this. There's a kid named Luke Taylor who's a star on TikTok, and he's popular on TikTok because he's like 20 years old and he has this super deep voice. So here's Luke Taylor introducing himself.
I'm from Westchester, Pennsylvania. I'm 20 years old, and I'm currently a sophomore at Liberty University.
Puberty really hit.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh, excuse me.
Your parents spilled their coffee when you walked in.
Hi, Mom.
Mom, Dad, this is the new me.
How are you? All right.
What are you going to do today?
I will be singing Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash.
Hold on. So he's not, joint. Yeah, but he's not like putting on that voice. That's like exactly how his voice sounds when he speaks.
You're the voice expert in this group. Is he
No,
putting
watching
on that
him, he was not
voice?
putting it on because you could tell. Like, wait till you hear him sing.
Yeah.
You would slip up.
Okay. Do a version of him for me, Maury.
I am Luke something or other, and I'm from the U.S.
Shem, you go now.
No, I'm good, man. I can't do that.
Come on.
Well, my name is Luke, and I'm going to go ahead and perform.
like Forrest
for
Gump.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I know.
people call me Forrest Gump.
Okay, Deepa, now you go.
My name's Luke. I'm 20 years old. And
Why does everybody go Southern all the time? Like
I know.
everybody
He
goes
sounds- here,
Southern.
listen, just for
he sounds Southern.
no, just for reference.
Full heck.
Reference
Yeah.
once again.
Yeah.
I'm from Westchester, Pennsylvania. I'm
from
20 years old, and
Pennsylvania.
I'm currently a sophomore at Liberty University.
Okay, he's from Pennsylvania.
Okay, go ahead, Maury.
I'm Luke. I am from Pennsylvania.
Shem.
Well, I'm Luke from Westchester, Pennsylvania.
You still sound a little foresty there.
Deepa.
Hi, my name's Luke.
Okay, never mind. I don't know what we're doing here. Okay, so here's Luke doing Ring of Fire.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring.
Sings more than Cash.
Bound by a wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire.
Good for him.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Now, as a
Going
singer,
down,
Shem,
down,
your thoughts are what?
I think it sounds great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The ring of fire.
Yeah.
The ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet.
Yo, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. So did they put him through or not? Here are the judges.
Oh, it'd be so bad if they said no.
I know.
I say throw you in the soup. It's going to be a yes for me. I'll go to
Luke, I like you a lot. In terms of the competition, I think it's just a little bit impractical.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to say no.
Oh, Katie.
For American Idol.
I think you're going to be fun in Hollywood Week.
You're going to Hollywood.
Oh, Katy Perry.
Wow.
Katy Perry. Yeah, so Katie said no. Well,
Put that in your ring of fire.
Katie said no. Damn it, Maury.
See, you're going a little Southern right now.
I know. Damn it, Maury.
Yeah.
Damn it, Maury.
Katie said no.
Katie said no, Maury.
Katie said no.
Yeah, you almost have to go Southern when you do that. Damn it, Maury. Right? You have
You're
to.
right.
Katie said no.
Sounds better that way.
Like you could say anything. Like say
Cheeseburger and fries.
No, say I left my hoodie in the van.
I left my hoodie in the van.
Shem?
Sounds like Jigsaw.
Shem?
Jeez.
I know.
I left my hoodie in the van.
Deepa, now you.
Deepa?
Me?
Yeah.
I left my hoodie in the
No,
van.
you got to go low, Deepa. Understand the assignment, girl.
That's the
I
lowest.
can't.
Try.
I feel I
Do
can't.
a deep voice. Come on.
Okay.
Wait. We're all going to give you a note. We're all going to give you a low note that you have to then hit. So just subtly, okay? So me, Shem, and Maury. So Shem, just subtly. Shem, you start us off with a low note, just like almost a hum, and we'll match you, okay? Low.
Maury?
I left my hoodie in the van.
One more time, people.
What?
One more time.
I left my hoodie in the van.
Wow, nailed it.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.